This is the D6 generation.
Dice are our vice.
Creating not too horrible content since 2008.
Are you crazy? That's like 400 hours of gamer nonsense.
Oh, I think we're well past that. This episode, more Dungeons & Dragons live play. The Sands of Khassan.
All right, we are back to the Sands of Khassan. We are missing a couple players at the moment. One will not be showing up. That is Russ Wakeland. So we are recording on our own. So Nam will be played by me, the DM. So I'm sure he'll be fine. And then we are waiting on Craig, who plays Drell, who is about to show up. I saw him just pop and roll 20. So we're going to go ahead and get started and do our recap. So after Filigir informed you all of the whereabouts of Yurnev's stronghold, a collective decision was made to infiltrate it under the cover of darkness on the following night. Nam and Cal then spent the next day scouting out the location to optimize the coming assault. During their absence, Azrael and Aurelius met with the questionable informant Ajar and appeared to come to a definitive understanding. All the while, Drell continued to consume himself with studying the manual of gainful exercise. Only 32 hours to go. Woo! As midnight approached, the Chosen and their guardians descended upon the stronghold under a lightning-filled sky. Things progressed smoothly at first as Cal quietly dispatched the first guard, but as is often the way, the plan quickly fell apart. Aurelius' attempt to silence his guard went awry, and an all-out battle ensued. Drell took the brunt of your adversary's retaliation after hacking his way through the front door. The Wererats and their captain within hit the raging barbarian with everything they had, but in the end, they were no match. You left the carcasses of the slaughtered where they had fallen and descended it down into the lower level of the stronghold. Upon reaching the base of the stairs, Aurelius spotted the next wave of resistance in the form of a large part rat, part ogre monstrosity calling itself Trell, who was soon joined by his buddy Hark. It is now the wee hours of the morning on the 24th of flock time, 157 RE, as we rejoin the battle to reach the Werelord Yurnev. So here we are. We're going to just jump right in the top of the round. Looks like we have Craig. We are recording with a second source because our normal recording person is not here. So hopefully that's going to work out great. And
but there's good news. I think we need to take a moment to take this opportunity to resolve the romantic tension between Russ's character and the monkey.
Well, you guys aren't near each other, so we'll have to take another time.
No, I know, but I think we need to discuss it. No?
No, I think we can skip that part. We can do that as a side thing if you need additional content.
You fight like a pregnant monkey.
So I'm going to move. You guys are right on your home screen right now. I'm going to move the players all to the basement of the stronghold. And then I'm going to have to, for the moment, as we start, we're going to start with Cal. So I'm going to have to move him to a separate map because Cal has decided to try to win the award for participating as little as possible in the battles that are going on.
Hey, he's done a great job scouting out those crates.
He has. He knows. He's got the entire floor
covered.
He's got the entire floor plan of the upper level figured out for posterity.
That's right. I know our escape route, or my escape route.
So I'm moving Craig to that map, and so I will have to jump over there too. So Greg, with Cal, you are now. This screen will not be seen by anybody watching because it's just Cal. Cal, you're still at the upper level of this stone warehouse. You know where the circular stairs are, and you know that everybody has said they're going down, and you heard their footsteps descend below, and so you're alone with a bunch of dead wererats and apparent men-at-arms of the Sultan.
So I'm going to go through the door, through the window, and down the stairs.
All right, you do you.
So I'm going to move myself 5, 10, 15, 20.
So once you hit the stairs, it will take you 15 feet to get down. So
it's not letting me through the window there.
It might be locked by the DM.
It's not locked. Oh, now you just closed it. It was open.
It wouldn't let me go.
I can
through.
move you through.
And
Look,
we can't
you're
even
through.
we go.
watch.
Way to close a
20.
broken window.
So let me ask you this: is it an open stairwell or is it a closed stairwell?
It is a spiraling stairwell down that starts here at the top and then spirals down and goes underneath a ledge here to go descend down.
How long would it take me to get
So
down?
it is not technically open because there's walls as you spiral down. It's a little
Okay, so there's a column in the middle. It's not like a
yes,
a
yes,
drop
it's
down.
it's yeah, there's a column.
So
of
it took
stone in the
me
middle.
20 to get here, and then I'll use 25 to get wherever I can get to.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will basically be. I'll move you down there.
Okay.
You'll be. I'll show you where you are.
Yeah, you move me. Put me where I belong.
I'm adding you back to this map. Let's see if this Roll20 technology works. So far, it's been working. So you probably can't see anything yet because I haven't put your token on the board. But
Wait.
we're going to say you're right about here. So it'll be another 5 feet. So you're there with that, working your way down the stairs. You're kind of sticking out of the. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. That's why. Here we go.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're actually in the stairwell. All right. So do you have any actions or movement left? Or are you done, sir?
Well, I've moved my maximum amount, right?
Interestingly, you have now disappeared off the map.
He's right
Yeah.
there. I can see him.
I'm kind
No,
of
I meant
standing right
on
staircase.
the turn order.
We're all well. You can see the turn order now
Oh, you can't see it? Let me try.
because everybody's on the existing map in the turn order, so nobody.
Let
Can
me
see.
try something else. Can you see it now?
All we can see is the rat ogres and the shift.
Oh, that's interesting. Let me try one other thing. Sorry to hold everybody up here, but I think I'm going to try this move and see if this works. Boom.
Oh, look at
And then we'll go back here. Boom. I will go boom. All right. If not, I can work with it. I really just want to get Cal on it, which I can add on to it if he doesn't show up.
So that's the most I can move right there where you put me.
Yeah, that's most unless you want to do a dash or something. You've only used your
Yeah, I
base
don't know what's going on, so I'm going to see what's going. I'm looking at these two. I can see it looks like Aurelius and Azrael down there. So what do I see them doing?
So you hear a loud noise. Let me just get you on the turn counter before. So you were at 18 something, right?
I forgot. Yeah, it was
You're
like
on the top.
18.5 or something.
We're going to do this, and then we're going to move you up here, and that should take care of all our problems. You guys can't see it, so you'll just have to listen to me tell you what it is. Hopefully, we'll clear it. We get a chance to clear it, but it might be a moving niche, which will make things a little more complicated. All right. So what you see and hear. So basically, you can only see what you can see, unfortunately, which is Aurelius and part of Azrael, who are at the outside the stairs. And you can see that Aurelius is on the edge of a stone platform that it has some sort of engravings in it, some patterns in this stone, almost like a stone tile that it is. And it's like a 5 foot wide thing. And he is currently engaged with something that you can hear it. Something large and beast-like is around the corner of your vision and seems to be swinging at him, but he was definitely avoiding it between his dancing ability and his cloak of displacement. It's seeming to have trouble targeting it. You can also hear, and that's to your left, or what we'll call, which is actually the northern part of the map, which is your left. And then to your right, which is the southern part of the map, you can hear another beast making similar noises. Sounds some kind of humanoid, but there's a growl in it. It reminds you, because you have some history as a adventurer, it kind of reminds you a little bit of an ogre, but there's some sort of twist to it at the moment.
Okay.
Are you going to do anything else, sir?
I'm going to hold my action, and if the bad guy comes within my range, I will throw darts at him.
All right. That is you. Aurelius, you have this guy they referred to as Hark, has been referred to by Trell, who is the other guy down there fighting Fee. So you have this giant rat ogre thing. So it's as big as an ogre, but it has like the head and claws and tail of a rat and some fur on its shoulders and such, and the ears and eyes and the teeth of a rat. and it's got a big club, and it's up in your grill, and it smells awful, and it seems to want to tear you from head to toe.
Now, does Fee feel threatened if she moves here? Would she be still threatening? So they have a
you can find out. She doesn't know if it's going to attack her.
She doesn't know. In that case, she's just going to teleport. Show to others. She's just going to teleport to here. Misty step there.
She can do that.
And so let's put her there. Actually, no, she goes after me. Pardon me. I have to go first. So I'm going to go up. I'm just going to do the smacky smack with my first booming blade, regular attack on the guy, and that is going to be an AC 15.
15 will hit this beast.
All right. So he's going to take 9 points of slashing damage and also takes 8 points of booming blade damage. Sheath and booming energy. I then am going to hit him again.
Being that your blade is magical and he seems to take all of that damage.
And that is going to miss most miserably.
The 10 is just going to bounce off his thick hide. He's not particularly nimble. Actually, he sidesteps that. He's a little more nimble than that.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't even catch him. You catch the stone wall instead.
Fee is going to teleport over here.
Okay.
And then Fee's going to go 1, 2, 3 here to get.
All right. She's flying at that point.
She is flying. Yeah, she's always flying. So
that's not quite a flank at the moment.
Then she moves there to a flank.
That'll be a flank.
And then she gets her flank there, and she is going to, with her flank, get a. Let's see. Ooh, where's Fee? Fiona. She has advantage because I'm attacking, so she's going to attack twice from there. That is going to be a critical for Fiona. She's going to hit for 15 plus 9, so 24 points in the first hit.
The piercing damage does nothing to this guy, and he only takes the force damage.
It only takes 9 points of force damage?
Yeah, deadly for a Fee.
That was not good.
But because her hands are not magical, we've determined ahead of time,
yes,
and they do nothing to this guy.
Okay, so Fiona,
not even just resistance, nothing.
So Fiona's gonna bow out of this one. So she's gonna take her second attack anyway, which is obviously gonna hit. She'll do 1 point of force damage because that's all she can do. Piercing does 0 damage, not even a DR. And then she is going to move over.
He does seem angered by the whole thing.
Yeah. She's going to move over. Actually, she's going to, because Greg goes first. Yeah, she's going to move over here in case somebody comes out to attack. And that is, actually, she'll move. Yeah, she's going to move. She moves here in case somebody comes out to attack. And that's that. I'm done next.
All right. That brings us to Drell. So Drell has jumped down from a stone ledge. So there's a wooden bridge going across here from this little stone ledge that circles around the circle that is the staircase that has come down from above. And there's wooden bridges going off to the east and the west. And Drell has crossed the wooden bridge, run across the stone tiles, and jumped down to a lower level to take on the other rat ogre that has declared himself Trell. And maybe Drell thought he had the support of Fee, but she is gone, like the whimsical pixie she is.
Yeah, well. So
makes you feel better. I thought it had support of Fee too, but apparently she doesn't do that much anyway.
What does it take me to get to there? I'm climbing up what looks like a big giant.
That's just a big leafy bush. Bush. You can actually, if you just ran the edge of it, like here,
yeah,
here, you'd be running under the leaf, and there wouldn't be any difficult terrain.
And is this the
big? Yeah, that would be.
Is this the same level?
Yeah, that's all the same level.
This is the lower level?
Well, yeah, you already jumped down to the lower level, so that's all the same level.
Okay.
And so then this wooden bridge-like structure is a gradual slope up. Yeah. So, but not difficult terrain.
Aurelius, thank you very much for that tape measure arrow fiasco thing. That's
always welcome. Always welcome. That's right. It's the high ground, Annie. Be careful.
No, this is a bridge, not stairs, correct?
It's a bridge that gradually slants up, but there's no such thing as a high ground in D&D 5e.
Yeah, so we've learned that from multiple times.
So you can get there.
Asking for it.
Yeah, you're square up with this sucker. He is wrapped in grasping vines, which you are familiar that come from Namfoodle Boondaggle. Yeah. But that really only affects his movement, not his ability to attack.
Well, in that case, I'm afraid I'm just going to have to...
eat him into oblivion?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to recklessly attack him.
All right. Are you great weaponing at the same time?
I am not going. Oh wait, I seem to remember low AC. Yes, I am going to great weapon this bad boy. So here we go.
So you have advantage for recklessing and -5 for great weaponing.
I with a maniacal giggle, I swing my mighty axe.
That's a 17, so that is going to hit. So go ahead and do your damage with your divine because of your first attack. So you get your divine rage damage.
Got everything all clicked out and ready to go.
So this is going to hurt a lot.
30 points.
So 30 points.
Not so high roll. So 30 points is your low roll. So that's impressive. Yeah. He is now finally bloodied, but he is still standing.
Yeah.
And he's looking to get angrier and angrier by the moment.
Well, let's see if we can make him calm down a little bit by hitting him again with an axe.
All right.
Hey.
You got a So your high on that is a 9. Yeah. So that is going to be a miss.
Yeah.
That he sidesteps your over-aggressive attack, trying to drive so much power into the attack. It just buries into the wood. But plank seems sturdy enough that it's not going to affect either of your standing. And also one of the things we learned last session, at the end of last session, these guys don't seem to have to squeeze when they move around these thin platforms. They're kind of like, they kind of look like King Kong on the Eiffel Tower. They're moving around pretty nimbly on it, so they're all good. Are you done?
Yeah, sadly, aside from taunting him,
it is Namfoodle's turn, and playing the role of Namfoodle is me. Namfoodle feels very comfortable with having Az and Aurelius at his back, and he sees that Drell is not necessarily struggling, but could use his support all by himself over there. So he is going to fire 2 arrows into that guy, and just straight up arrows. I'm not going to use up Russ's magic arrows while he's gone, but I might just tell him if he hasn't listened to this recording yet that they were all used up just because. So he doesn't have an advantage or anything. He's just drawing back his bow and he's firing into this guy. So his first shot lashes out or shoots out, and he buries his arrow with a 27 into the hulking beast. I hope all his damage is set up now.
That's 12. That's correct.
He has a +6. That seems right with his new bracers. He does 12 points of damage. All his shots count as magical. So because he's an arcane archer, so it does seem to pierce this guy's resistance or immunity. So he's going to take 12 and be even less happy. And then Nam is going to fire a second arrow into him. Oops. Somehow I fired with advantage. We will just take the first shot.
Either one would hit anyway.
And yeah, either one would hit him. And he buries the first arrow into him. And that's 21 to hit. And that is going to do 10 more damage to our friend. He's looking less enthusiastic about this fight, but but he is still standing, bleeding all over the bridge, which you are standing on, Drell. So that is actually Namfoodle's turn. We'll go on. The next person is going to be Azrael. I'm just going to do a quick roll to see if his arrows survived or not. They both go down the 2, so I'll be taking care of those. So go ahead, Az. What do you got?
Okay. I'm going to move over. It's 15 up, and then I will cast down Sacred Flame on Trell.
So Trell has to make a dex save?
Dex save, yeah.
Is that correct? All right.
I'll roll the damage out, and then that's going to be +4.
So these guys, I had made this plead last time. These guys are from the Expanded Monster Manual 2. The Expanded Monster Manual 1 from the Guild is now available in electronic, so that's cool. But the second one is not, so I'll just be rolling d20s and doing it the old-fashioned way. So he is trying out his dex save here.
Yeah, 11 points.
He gets a whopping 16. What was the DC?
That will pass then.
So he just sidesteps your flame.
Cantrip. That's not a problem.
And he doesn't know to say that your god has no power here. That's my brother's thing. So you are fine. He doesn't even know. He just sidesteps and he's like, "Whoa, what is this? Trell will crush you." Probably Trell going to die, but he's going to crush you first. And now, are you done, Azrael?
I am done as of right now.
It is Trell and Hark's turn. And
Yeah,
Trell's going
Hark's
to go
gonna have a
first.
not
He's
fun
got
time.
this meaty barbarian in front of him who recklessly attacked. So he's going to swing out with his giant club.
Is Trell gonna have advantage though? Give me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
You're so mean. Is this a reaction you're doing?
This is a reaction I'm doing.
And what are
Because I
you doing for what is the fluff of this reaction? Because I feel like I'm going to fail.
After he taunts me, the flame, he meets my eyes and my mask flares with the
So you're
energy of my
blinding him,
goddess.
basically.
Well, no, I'm just doing my restrain on him.
Oh, you're restraining him. I thought you were doing
Yeah.
something else.
No, restraining him. I'm just saying.
He actually gets a 14, unfortunately, because he had -1 on his wisdom.
It's a 15.
So he fails by 1. So he's
I'll burn that
restrained.
charge.
Gives him disadvantage.
He's
Yeah, I thought you were
restrained.
blinding. So I get it now. So
No, but
He's
now he's disadvantaged on
restrained.
attacks.
So he's restrained and grasping vine just for fun. So I'm going to put a snail on him for restrained. So now he is straight up because he had advantage because of the reckless attack, but he lost advantage because he's restrained. Which now, Drell, if he manages to live to your next swing, you cannot. You don't have to recklessly attack.
Oh, good.
Well, let's see the end of my turn.
Oh yeah,
Let's
that's
do
right. He
another
could
save.
shake
Or,
that.
you know what? Either.
So he swings out.
He's not that smart.
And he's going to get a 22 to hit
Oof.
you, which your current armor class looks like it's an 18. So that is
It
going to hit.
is.
And he comes down with his massive club, which I wish did more damage right now, but it does not. He's going to hit with this massive club.
Oh.
Oh, he maxed out his damage, though, with a 20 damage, which you only take half of. So you take 10 damage. Thunk, he slams his club into your shoulder. There's a he gets major satisfaction out of this big smile on his. He drools all over you with his rat slimy teeth.
That's excellent because I
again.
don't like it when my opponents die embarrassed.
He gets a 17, which just misses you because of your ring of protection. You just
Yeah, huzzah for the ring.
barely bounces up and it glances off of that, and he seems stunned. He's probably going to die with that stunned look on his face.
That's why I call it the One Ring.
His buddy Hark was really disappointed with his inability to hit the dancing, shifting wizard. So he's going to reach out.
Don't succeed the first time. Try again. I always say.
Yeah, no, he's going to swing at the fairy.
Very
Not
good.
liking you.
Bye, fairy.
Maybe.
We'll see.
That'll be a 26 to hit the fairy.
Yeah, misses. Not okay. It hits. Yeah.
Right. The fairy is going to take. So that's 17 points of damage.
Fairy just keeps laughing. Ow.
So he swings again at her in her laughingness.
Ow.
And that rolled over to a 4. So that's going to be a miss, probably with a 11, I imagine.
Missed. Fee is not even bloodied. She just laughs.
He slams
Little
slams into her. Is dissatisfied with the results as he swings again at her furiously, thinking that he's going to squish this bug, and instead his spiked club slams into the stone. Stone flies everywhere. We are now going into the 7th round of your shifting. Cal. How's it?
In my rage.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, rage and shift. You're keeping track of your dance, right? That was a little ahead of that, I think, right?
It ends in 2 more rounds. 1 round.
Okay.
They do.
All right, Cal.
Yeah, my rage is with his dance, not with
Yes.
the.
Your rage is with the dance. Okay.
So,
Trell can make his save again right now as well.
Oh yeah, forgot about Trell's
Yeah.
wisdom save. Not a very high chance of this. I think he needs like a 16 to make this happen. Come on. How many charges you got left in that bad boy? Oh,
2.
he does. He shakes the resistance.
Made him miss an
18.
attack. That's all that matters.
He did miss an attack because of it. Any lost opportunities to get some crit fishing going on. So I'm going to remove his snail. And now we're at Cal. Sorry, Cal. It's your turn.
Okay, so I will flying. I'll come right over. There's a Nam right there. I'm going to come over what's his name's head, and then circle around off to the side here.
I'm guessing what's his name is Aurelius.
Yes, Aurelius.
All right.
Say
So
more.
you are now flanking with
In
Fee.
my way.
So you fly out the
Yep.
stairwell, fly off the dais, and are hovering above this water, this misty kind of water underneath you. You can smell the salt from the water. So it's obviously, well, the whole city of Khassan is actually on the Abassi River, but the Abassi River does flow into the ocean. So there is a salt content to it. Not as much as in the normal ocean, but there is some. So anyway, you are now available to do your thing.
Yep, so as I come around, I will swing with my staff with advantage. Boom. Whack a doodle.
All right, that is going to hit with a 27. And this is a magical staff. So from what we've seen for that, he's going to take the full damage, which is 15 bludgeoning. To crack him upside his giant rat head. A tooth comes flying out, bounces off the wall, and criticals Aurelius for 2 points of damage. Now your next swing.
Now we'll take a swing number 2. Again with advantage.
Just kidding, Aurelius. It hit your illusion and missed you.
I assure you, I'm feeling fine.
Ooh.
All right, a 21 is your best roll out of your, and you now hit him for another 10. You bring it down again. As he brings his head back around to try to face you, crack him right over the skull. Again, there sounds like there's a splintering sound, which you might think is your staff, but no, it's his head. His head is cracked. But he's still going because apparently this is what he was bred for. He is not bloodied.
Can you give
He's
me
just angry.
Move around to give me
Are
the
you
attack?
going to do any other types of attack, Greg? You're going to do a bonus strike? Are you going to spend any key? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to do my bonus unarmed strike.
Okay, one of the things I did notice on your sheet, by the way, if you're going to do your open hand technique,
Yep.
you actually have to do it accompanied with a flurry of blows. So you do have to spend a key.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Are you
I'll do my
spending a key
flurry
to
of
do flurry of blows, or are you just doing your regular off?
No, I'm doing my my flurry of blows.
Okay, so you're spending a key point, so you get 2 unarmed strikes. So now you can double kick this, thrust kick this guy because you're flying in the face to keep it going. So go ahead and roll. You still have advantage.
We'll have to. Oh,
Ooh, hits.
You were going to kick him in the face for 7.
yeah.
And now you're at the level where all your unarmed strikes are also magical weapons, right?
Yes, and he
All right, so
also
you-
has to make a dexterity. Let's make it a strength saving throw. Otherwise, I'm going to push him back 15 feet off the
So
edge.
you're gonna try to kick him off of this this little
Yeah.
pedestal he's on, which is a great move. So -7. So he has to make a dex save. You says
Strength save for this one.
or strength save.
Yeah.
Strength's a little bit better for him. What's the DC I'm dealing with?
15.
Okay, that's not going to make it with a 10. So he's going to fly 15 feet backwards, which 1, 2, 3, which is going to throw him 10 feet down to the water below. So he's going to take, you want to roll a D6, see how much damage he takes for the fall?
Sure.
And he is also prone when he lands. Unfortunately, because of that, you don't get your last attack. Well, you
Only
do
get
have
another
movement
snap.
left. You could get it. You want to go down and fight him. So he's going to take 2 points of damage as he slams into the ground. Oh, he doesn't actually take it. It's not magical damage. He just shakes it off as he slams into the ground. But he is prone. Did you want to follow him down and use your last attack, or do you want to just let it go?
He's 10 feet down. Well, we might as well finish him off. So I will go down.
So you fly down to him. He is prone, so you still have advantage. Fee is no longer flanking because she's upstairs. She's about 10
Okay.
feet up. But he is on the ground prone. Let's use the arrows in his back.
This could be a big mistake, but hey, I haven't been hit yet. So here we go. Boom. With advantage. Smack.
This is your last unarmed strike. So you come flying down. You literally are doing
crit him.
You're doing a flying sidekick crit to the face. So you do, unfortunately, it's bludgeoning and your extra die doesn't yield too much. So you end up doing 8 more points of damage to him as you kick another tooth out of this. This guy's down to only 23 teeth left. We don't know exactly how many he started with, but he's got 23 now. If anybody wants to kind of count. But so he's still on the ground looking up at you, flying down. You sidekick him right in the jaw. Another tooth came flying out, and I believe that's the end of your turn, right? And you're there.
Do I have any
Adjacent to
movement
him.
left?
He would get attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
Even if he's prone?
Oh yeah, he just has disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give him a shot at it. I'm gonna fly up 10 feet.
I don't know how much movement you have left because he was 10 feet down too. So
So I went, let's say I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
you only have
35
45.
down. So I can move another 5 feet back up.
Okay. So you can move 5 feet up away from him. Now, remember, when he stands up, you'll still be in reach. Just so you know.
Oh.
Because he takes up
I'm not
a
gonna
10.
bother them.
He takes up a 10-foot block. Okay.
Yeah, I won't bother.
Perfect.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm
So
done.
you are done, sir, right?
I am done.
It is Aurelius's turn. I hope he knows exactly what he's doing because he's been plotting his course for like the last 3 rounds here.
So we're going to step 10 feet forward, and he is going to make a save on, let's see, what spell we're going to use this time. We're going to do Toll the Dead on him. So he is going to, oh, that'll be good damage. Have to make that DC 16.
Wisdom save, DC 16. I see it. All right. As we found out, this is his favorite thing to do is wisdom saves. Ooh, he gets a whopping 2 after his -1, so he takes the full 16 necrotic damage.
16 necrotic damage. That was my cantrip. I can't do another attack, so I then immediately go 5.
He is still not bloodied, but his ears are ringing, and some of the life looks like it's been sucked out of him with the necrotic energy.
Step back here because there's nothing else I can do. Fee is going to teleport here and cast Charm on him, which is going to be a DC 15 Wisdom save, or he is charmed.
He's only charged for you and Fee, right?
Correct.
All right.
Until he
It's really right now he hates the dog shifter boy that's right in front of him.
That's right.
I'm not charming enough.
You got a 14. What's the DC on the charm?
Is DC 16, so he is charmed.
He's trying so hard. He gets an A for effort, but he fails. He's like, oh, that fairy's not so bad. He's like, I really thought she was my enemy, but now I kind of think she's cute. And so he's into the fairy. Are you done, sir?
He is going to fly to there, actually fly to here, and that is it. And actually, I'm going to stand here, and that's it. So we're done.
All right. That brings us to Drell. Drell,
Yes.
the rat ogre Trell in front of you is no longer restrained, so you do not have this. You do not have advantage unless you choose to recklessly attack. But
As
he is
I
bloody,
do.
and he does has grasping vines on him, and he's looking like he is struggling to stand.
Yes, well, let me help him to a seat.
I hope he missed twice. That'll be awesome.
You look like you need to sit down.
That's going to be.
Well, that's one. No, that's not going to be a miss. A 13 is a hit. These guys are
That's sad. It's sad.
It is sad.
But I'll take it.
Yeah, this he should have put some armor on. All right, you come
on, 34.
You come up with this upswing from your down position. Yeah, with a divine rage attack with your moon axe, and it catches him in the bottom of the jaw, which comes all the way up and buries in his brain, which is kind of hard to find. But you found it, and he kind of slumps down, and you actually just thematically have to take a second to pull your axe out of his head. Because even with that powerful clean, it just got stuck in that rat ogre skull. But that's just thematic. You still have another swing, but you probably can't reach another enemy unless you want to swing at Az or Fee.
No, but I do.
And I'd be okay with either one.
Yeah.
Mostly Fee.
I'm good for now. I go over here. This is ground, not water, right?
I ping it or walk to it because I'm not sure which point at. That is water.
So I could just.
That's actually lower than you are.
That's another lower level.
Yeah, that's lower by like 4 to 5 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And that would be difficult. That would be difficult terrain because you're actually swimming in. It's about 5 to 6 feet deep.
Okay, I'm not gonna pull a Ross and try to justify how there are rocks in the water that I shouldn't have to do difficult terrain for because I'm so good with rocks.
Well, they're really slippery because you're the opposite of not the opposite, but you're a earth genasi. This is water.
Agree.
So I feel like if anything,
I'm right there.
If anything, you turn into mud.
That makes you a mud genasi.
I am now a mud genasi.
So you basically jump down into the water, which was only like 4 or 5 feet, and it's water. And then you have trudged through this water that is kind of just below your chest level because you're pretty tall. Yeah. And you're trudging through the water to where you are. So that's all difficult.
Actually, I'm underneath here.
You're under the bridge?
I'm under the bridge. Yeah, I couldn't get that far.
Put yourself there. We'll know you're underneath. And I'm going to go ahead and put a big red X on this dude because he's no longer with us. Oh, and one of the things I mentioned before that you guys still hear, even in the din of battle, every once in a while you hear guttural laughter coming from the south, which is off in this direction. And it's like more than one creature. And there's the heavy footfalls being coming from the same area. It sounds like something giant, like one of these rat ogres or an actual giant is actually dancing because it's rhythmic footfalls coming from that direction.
I love dancing.
But unlike you, I mean, and there's possibility they could hear this fight, but there doesn't seem to be any, whatever they are, they're not rushing out to join it. All right. That brings us to Namfoodle. He no longer has this rat ogre to shoot at, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get an angle on the fallen rat ogre.
He is disadvantaged to shoot him because he's prone, actually.
That's true, but he is, as he will tell you in his cloak billow when he says so, I am Namfoodle. And a disadvantage, although Russ would probably whine about it and try to come up with the reason for advantage, but I'm saying that Namfoodle is just going to take this shot because he's Namfoodle Boondale.
He's got higher ground.
And so he fires down his first arrow at this rat ogre that's prone, which I forgot to do the disadvantage on. But he would hit with the first one, so I roll a second one. It's probably even better with the second one. So yes, so his worst roll is a 16, so which he obviously hits with, because we already know these guys, 13 hits these guys. So he does 11 piercing damage with his arcane-like shots, not an actual arcane shot, but just because he's an arcane archer. And then he follows up with a second shot. This time I'll remember to shoot disadvantage. And he fires down again. Boom, boom, boom. Unfortunately, because he's short and small, he's used up all his movement. He will again plug his arrow into it. Boom, boom. And this one will bury in for a whopping 12 points of piercing damage, magical piercing damage. And now this creature is now well bloodied after those 2 arrows. And he's like, I got your back, Cal. I don't know if he's ever said that before, but he said it now. All right, so that's Namfoodle Boondale, and it is Azrael's turn.
All right. From my vantage point, can I see him? I know he's technically prone below the pedestal. So
You can see him, but if you don't move, he's got 3/4 cover, so +5 to his AC.
I don't care about cover. Sacred
Well, he doesn't
Flame,
seem to have
baby.
much of an AC, so.
I don't have anything.
Joe, can you
to attack.
restrain your arrows to your turn? That'd be nice.
Oh, you can see those?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
we can all
I've
see
been,
everybody
them.
can
I've
see
been
them.
blessed.
Oh, because
so
I'm sharing
fortunate.
screen, that's why.
No,
Just
it's not
get-
just the shared screen. You can always see other people's arrows.
No, you can hide from others. See where you see my screen.
Oh, maybe it's just because I'm the DM I can see them.
No,
Yeah,
we can usually see 'em,
I
too.
didn't realize you can see them.
Usually can see him. I haven't been able to see any. So
Well, I
far.
know I did notice interestingly when you put them up now, Joe, they actually have the eyeball with the thing over it. So I don't think anybody else can see them now, just me.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's DM. Yeah.
I think it's just because I'm the DM.
I
is
didn't
why.
think it was him. I was hiding them from others, so not to annoy people.
Yeah, no, it was if you. Yeah.
So if
yeah.
you want to feel special, you too should be the DM.
Well, if it's only me seeing them, Joe, that's fine.
That's fine. I'm just seeing how far I can move.
I'll
so I
put
can move
up
back.
with it. All right, Az. Now that we've interrupted,
So,
you,
yeah, I'm
turn
just
it
gonna-
over.
the campaign.
I'm
Joe
going to
decides he
Sacred
doesn't want to
Flame
be
and have
annoying.
him make a deck save, which with prone should be at disadvantage if I'm correct.
So is a disadvantage. We can look it up in my handy dandy
Oh yeah,
rules
Let's-
reference at the top of this.
You know,
He does
I'll do
have-
it just
he
for
does
you.
have
just 'cause you
disadvantage
made
on
this
deck
thing.
saving throws.
Rules.
He does. We already know that.
conditions,
All right.
Yep, restrained is disadvantage on deck saving throws.
He's
got
not. He's not
restrained,
restrained.
he's
He's prone.
Oh, prone.
All right.
Prone is not prone is not disadvantage on deck saving throws.
All right. Cool.
Disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, attack rolls and have advantage on getting
you can
attacked.
still roll in real. It's
So he
fine.
rolls. He tries his mighty dex roll. Ooh, is a 18.
Oh
What was he-
yeah, that
what was he
passes.
dodging?
That
Sacred
passes.
Flame?
Sacred Flame. So DC.
So much
15.
like his fallen buddy, who does not know is dead now, he rolls
Not
out of the
with
way
the
of
spell.
your sacred flame. Flaming moonlight shoots into the rock and water around him, splashing all around, but not hitting Park. Are you done, Azrael, or do you have movement you want to
I am done saving
Alright.
spells for the big boy.
do? It is Hark's turn. And he really has he stands up for half his movement. And pretty much right in front of his face is this dog-like monk person. So he's going to take that out on him. All his anger and frustration and how this battle is going. And how little he feels like he's getting paid for this job.
It's going well.
And he's going to, and your current AC is 21, sir?
22.
22. Why doesn't it show on your character?
Or is it 21? Hang on. 50. Hang on, let me look it up. It should be 21, sorry.
21. All right. 21 it is. So it's still not going to be easy for this guy to do, but he's going to give it his all. In his first swing, that's going to miss with a giant 12. So he swings with a backswing. And that is a 19 or 18, I'm sorry, which is still not enough. You duck under his swing, and he flails out wildly and does very little. So far, these rat ogres have only hit B.
Hey, I got hit again.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's right. We did hit you, which was nice. We could have hit you more if it wasn't for that crazy cleric. All right.
Fee took a freaking club to the head.
Yeah,
that's true.
All right, so we are now on round 8 of shifting, which is round 9 of dancing, and
yeah.
So it ends after this round.
Okay.
The next.
All right. It is now Cal's turn. You are square up against this guy. You are 5 feet off the ground, but he's about 10 feet tall, so you're just hovering right at his face level and getting his nasty cheddar and rotten meat breath right in your face.
There we go.
Unfazed, you strike out and smack him right across the face for 9 bludgeoning damage with your staff. You're just beating the heck out of it. He's got bruises and batters all over his face.
That's going to leave a mark.
A 19 will hit him again with 8 more points of damage. Again, he's just bleeding profusely from his face, but he is still standing. Can I get you to use more key points?
Yeah. What else could I get? I mean, I have to use a key point to dodge, right? So
you can either dodge, which you can do, which would get, or you can just hit him again as a bonus action without spending any key points. With an unarmed strike.
Let's see. Oh, sorry.
But you wouldn't be able to do anything else cool besides that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
He's looking like he wants you to wheel kick him right in the face.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a single shot at him. Boop.
Okay. Single unarmed strike.
Oh.
12 is just enough. That's how much these guys terrible. You bring your knee right up into his jaw as you're hovering right there. Catch him right in the jaw for 11 with an. Oh, is that your staff or no? That's unarmed. That's a powerful unarmed strike with 11. Yeah, that knee caught him square, but he is still standing. But he's looking very woozly. If he was in a video game, everybody would be screaming, "Finish him!" Are you done?
I am done.
All right. That brings us to Aurelius.
Because I pre-measured, because that's what I do. There's 25. If I move to here, am I flanking his head?
No, because he is down stairs. You're just barely at the top of his head, and Cal is
okay.
Yeah,
so
no.
I'm going to take a regular attack at him with my sword. This is a regular attack, and this is just to smack him.
You guys don't even need flanking. Quit trying to abuse these guys. Yeah, see, a 13 hits him.
That's going to do 11 points of slashing damage. And then
and it's magical. So you slice in, you cut one of his ears clean off and expose the flesh down to the bone where his ear used to be.
And then I tell him to make a DC 16 wisdom save.
He obliges you.
He can't hear you anymore because he cut his ear off.
He's got the other ear. He fails his wisdom save, and you hear this bell toll, Cal, and Nam sees it too. Actually, everybody kind of sees it at this point. And the life is just drained from his face, and it becomes real gaunt, and he just falls over, thump, to the ground, and dies from the toll of the dead.
As he falls down, I go, and that one's for Fee.
As he watched the last
you just can't help but make noise, huh?
He might have regret, but now he's so dead he just doesn't have time for it. So
I'm gonna
all right,
one more
so
step.
We are going. So right now there is no fighting going on. Let's finish out this round though. See what everybody does. So finish your movement, Aurelius, and any movement you want to do with Fee.
Okay.
There's no immediate combat that you see at the moment.
He's gonna fly down here next to me.
Redescribing, you're in this underground area. It's all made of this it looks like most of the stonework is this baked brick, and then there's these stone tiles that have been carved on top of it. Some of it is in disrepair, and there have been wooden structures to fill in those missing gaps. Like on the dais, you can see there are wooden planks, but it pretty much functions all the same. There are wooden bridges connecting, and there's different levels, and there's also some tunnels in the heavier wooden areas. For those of you with longer vision, you can actually see a bridge spanning the water area to the south. To to the north, it doesn't go any deeper. There's this huge, heavy black iron, not black iron as in made from black iron, which we discovered in Hell's Gate. This is actually just a solid, really thick black iron gate that spans the whole opening. And if you look to the northeast, there's an actual gate with a heavy, heavy padlock on it, or heavy built-in lock, I should say, that closes that gate, because that side path of stone continues along the edge. This whole river looks like it continues out and probably at some point exits out near the harbor. But that looks like you'd be leaving the underneath here, and to the south looks like you'd be going further in. So are you done, Aurelius?
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right, Drell, you are under the bridge and in the water. Everybody else is up on that upper level, except for Cal is flying. He's about 5 feet above the water.
Yeah.
Well, he's right above the water, making about 5 feet above the ground.
Well, I wouldn't know necessarily that the fight is over here.
Well, you do hear that there's the ogres are very loud and there's a lot of huffing and puffing.
I hear
and you heard
and
you heard kind of the
splash.
gurgling. I mean, you're a pretty seasoned warrior.
Well, that's very disappointing.
If I was going to make you roll, you roll insight with advantage, but I don't really think you need to. And it'd be like a low DC.
All right. Well, in that case, 1, 2. I'm gonna.
You also heard Aurelius say that was
I'm gonna athletics like this, boom, boom, to get back up here.
So you got to climb at half speed. So
or
you
athletics,
actually
right?
you can use that. Athletics is what you use for climb. So you climb onto that little ledge that you can squeeze on. So just give me a climbing is still half speed unless you got some cool thing. But that's
How about
an easy.
20?
Yeah, you climb up there, no problem. You just lose an extra square of movement on the way up.
Okay. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't. You
can see what you can see, unfortunately.
I can see what I can see.
So, for those-
excuse me. 1, 2, 3.
So most of the party has dark vision 60 feet, except for I think Aurelius has 120 because of the dark goggles. Dark vision goggles on top of his dark vision.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, Mask, what's up?
Nothing much. How about you?
Is there any more bad guys to kill? I'm done.
All right.
And
It
I
is Nam
lose my
Poodle's turn.
rage. I start to calm down almost immediately.
Nam's like, which way are we going? Nam is going to ready an action to shoot any enemies that appear, but he is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. So you got a better visual of around there. And so he moves down there. So he moves to the east of Aurelius and takes up a position where he can scope out to see if any enemies are approaching and can try to gun them down before they get there. That brings us to Azrael.
All right. I'm going to use my action to lay on hands, Drell, give him back 8.
Much obliged, Mask.
No,
That's apparently your new name for Drell. Or maybe it was your old name, because you guys have known each other for quite some time.
And then I will just get
I'd
around.
call
to
him
whoever
Blondie,
wants
but that'd give away his identity.
That's very kind of you. Very thoughtful.
He doesn't have a heart of glass.
So what are you going to do? So you're just headed
I'm
to
just,
the
I
west?
healed action and I moved 6.
Okay. So you're done?
I'm done.
So that's going to bring us out of the turn counter as we get in there. But that is round 9 of the shift. And I think dancing and rage are done.
Dancing and rage end as soon as my turn starts. Yeah.
All right. So you got one more round of shift before that's over. So we're just going to go. I'm going to keep this up to just go and to keep your movement in order. If you guys want to stealth, we'll do 3 rounds of stealthing. So Cal, I'm going to remove this guy from the thing.
Is this tree something you walk under, or what's underneath this tree?
So unless you're passing over the square where the center, think of it as a big lettuce thing where there's a big center stalk. So if you're passing through here, it is difficult terrain, but all the fringe of it, you just can kind of go on, or like push it out of your way. It's not very.
It's all the same level underneath there.
Yeah, that's all. That whole side is the same level.
Okay.
There's no drop like on the other level.
So
There's some wood planks and stuff. There's wood underneath that. It's kind of growing up between. You can't see it on the map, but it's
I
there.
use my Witcher eyes and say there's.
So Cal, it's your turn, buddy.
I am stealthy at 27.
All right. So what? Mark your stealth in, or I can do for you in your red square, and we'll keep that. Azrael, you're in charge of my. This is the first of 3 stealthy turns. It's your job to keep track of.
I'm going to move 5, 10, and then up 15,
So
20,
I got to move up about. Yeah, it's about
25.
10.
So I'm going to move
Yeah,
to
there
right
you go.
about there to see what I can see.
All right, and
Stealthy all the way.
pretty sure you don't see much. So there's these little lamps.
What is that right there?
This.
Where
So
I'm
that's
thinking, yeah.
there's a gap in the stone that has been repaired by wooden
Okay.
planks that have been fastened. So it functions. I mean, if you wanted to try to knock it out or something, it'd be easier than knocking stone out, but it functions as if it was solid ground.
Okay.
And so the little torch lights you see are actually producing light. So that's what's lighting a lot of it. And so you'll notice with your dark vision that you have actual clarity when you're looking within that light scope, as opposed to the dimming vision that you normally have with dark vision. All right, so you're done.
And do I perceive anything odd about the plants?
If you want to, you don't, with your passive perception, you're not noticing anything, but if you want to use a bonus action to perceive, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll use a little perception and see what I can see. See if I notice anything. I notice nothing.
All right. You're with that roll, with a mediocre roll like that, you're not confident either way. You're not really sure if there's anything going on or there's not anything going on.
Oh, yeah.
You really didn't hear, or besides your own party members and the clanking of Azrael's armor, you're not really hearing anything else.
Very good.
Are you done now? Okay.
I'm done now.
That brings us to Aurelius and Fee.
There's a door to the southeast, and it looks like there may be a way to get in on the southwest. I vote we go down there because it looks like an easier passage. I say that loud enough for Aurelius, Cal, and Nam to hear, and Fee knows. I say it in common. I know if Drell can hear that, because I'm going to make a stealth and see how quietly I can move. And we'll see if I am.
My ears hear all.
I'm fairly quiet. Okay, so 20, and then I'm going to go.
Yeah, just mark that in your stealth box.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15 to here. And I'm going to put my stealth here. And then
Feed me, Seymour.
B is going to scout ahead.
The only places you can't particularly hide is if you're just wide open in the bright light. But like, for example, you're in the bush, so that's no problem. Cal's a little in the open, but he can use the edge of the he can hug up against the edge of the wall in the corner there to hide.
B is not very stealthy. And
So yeah, just put her thing on her. Well, she's humming to herself, which is probably the problem. As she flies through the air, because
she's going to go 5.
and she hums this song that you've heard on many occasions, but I'm introducing to you the first time, because usually she doesn't say the words, but she's singing the words that she misses the Fae and she wishes she could go back.
So she's going to move down here, and she is going to be at a whopping 7. So she is going down there. All right.
Are you done early?
That's all I can do. It's a move. Oh, we're both going to ready an action that I'm going to ready action to fire. What is it? Firebolt, and she's going to ready action to attack anybody that gets near her. No.
Okay. That brings us to, we will roll if a combat does happen, depending on how it happens. More than likely, we're going to re-roll initiative. This is just to keep us moving forward. So,
Right.
that brings us to Drell.
All right, so
So you're moving pretty quietly. I see you pre-rolled yourself, which is appreciated with an 18. Just throw that in your bubble, your red bubble, which we use for stealth most of the time. And unless we're doing temporary hit points, and then you can cruise as much as you can cruise, which is you can either do half your movement in that, or you can do half your movement and you'll dash for half too.
I dashed and got there.
So yeah, all right. So you run up behind, move up behind Azrael pretty stealthily. It's Nam's turn. Nam is going to continue the stealth theme, although for Nam, stealth makes him even slower than. Feels like it's kind of a waste for Stan, but he does it anyway. He's got a 10 in stealth, so he is going to move 1, 2, 3, and he's just going to kind of hug this wall. And he will also attempt to hold an action since he didn't dash to shoot any enemies that jump out at him. Now, just as a ruling, if you are surprised by something, because we're not actually in combat, the hold actions will not held. But if you're somebody like Cal, they will.
Right.
All right. It is Azrael's turn.
Oh, it just looked so good for a second.
You're almost as stealthy as Nam, and he doesn't even have disadvantage.
Yeah, I have decent decks, but medium armor, man. What are you gonna do about it? All right, I'm gonna put that in my chart, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I dash as my action, then I am done.
All right. That brings us, so this will be the last round of your, so you guys are, so we already said the other ones are gone, and this is the 10th or last round of Cal's. I think I said that last time, but I think I was counting ahead for it, so this should be your last round of shifting.
Well,
So
I can shift as often as I want. What was that?
No, only once per day.
Once per short
between
rest.
short and long rest. So if you want to wait an hour and take a short rest in here, you can get it back.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will go well.
All right, so I'm going to, again, stealthily move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right about there. Hugging the darkness in the corner as I stealthily move.
All right. So you can use the bushes there to hide as well, too. So there is some water. That blue across the floor is just a really like a puddle that seems to be, they seem to have something leaking somewhere, and there's just kind of water kind of drifting across the floor there, or it's not much flow to it. It does seem to run out of under the rock to the south west. But
I wave back and motion them to come towards me quietly.
All right, Aurelius.
I'm going to waiting for Droll to catch up. I'm gonna stealth forward here. The 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is gonna stealth to there. She's loud. I want to keep her away from the party because she's loud. And then she is going to do a half movement to here. That's as far as she can go right there and see what you can see. So that's going to be, actually, I'll double move.
Can you see through her eyes?
I can. Well, no,
Okay.
I can't. I can, but I mean, we
If
communicate.
you can't, we probably should turn off her visions because you're drifting her off just so you can see what you can see, which is kind of cheesy.
And then I'm going to use, actually, I'm going to do half movement, and I'm going to use my action to summon my familiar. Take that. And I'll bring
So how do you control? Do you just order her to go in a direction? Is that how that works?
My familiar is telepathic. With Fee, she obeys all verbal commands, no action required.
Okay. So what is your verbal command to her to go that way?
Scout ahead and look for enemies.
Okay. So I'm going to make her. You're going to lose control over her, and I'm just going to do what she says until you yell at her.
You got it. So scout ahead and look for enemies. And then I'm going to bring forward, Poncho's going to fly down, and I'll just put him down here at the bottom of the stairs. Because he was flying up.
I can figure out how to do it.
All right, so that's that. And I'm going to say you can only move that, to the bottom of the stairs right now. Actually, I'll leave him here. He's flying out. All right. If I don't issue any commands, Fee automatically takes a dodge action.
Right.
It's moved to avoid danger. Okay, that's it.
Not finding the easy way to where it represents. Oh, I'd have to turn off your whole character. Sucks.
You can just.
Well, you know what I'll do? I'm going to turn her vision down to nothing.
Oh, just turn it down.
I'll be able to see, but you won't.
That's fine.
I'll bring it back on when
Guys, I think there's something to see over there.
I have 120.
Well, there's not, but it's just like you're getting this free whole roaming thing, which if he had his familiar, that would make sense, but this is not as familiar.
Yeah, my
and the summon monsters are cool enough as it is, thanks to Tasha's. We don't need to be giving them any of the other bonuses. All right.
Or do you?
All right. So are you done, sir?
That's it. I'm bringing my familiar down, and then bring Fee in. Fee move forward, looking for enemies, and I've crept forward, waiting for everybody to gather before I move forward by myself.
All right. Okay. So it is Drell's turn.
It is always Drill's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Technically, I guess in reality, we should never have her vision on because you can only command her to attack what you can see.
Yeah, you can turn her vision down to 0. It doesn't matter.
Well, I just turned her vision off completely.
I am where I am, and I will move for no man.
All right. So you've made it there. So Drell's done. So it's Nam's turn. There's a lot of bodies in Nam's way. He's like, Cal, I think we're going this way. And he is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's just going to move in front of you guys and keep holding his action. So now it is Az's turn.
They're not following me? Okay.
It doesn't seem like that. Everybody seems to be
I
following.
always know the right way to go, obviously.
Everybody seems to be going Aurelius's way. I don't know why, but he does have the farthest vision.
I thought Cal was beyond Aurelius. I can't see.
Well, that's
Cal.
the problem is they can't see you. That's true.
I honestly thought Cal was leading the way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, none of them can see you.
I respond. Yes, he is. He's right in front of me.
And not only that, you are hiding so well, their passive perceptions are not picking up where you are.
I have no idea. Yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna hold my position. I'm not gonna move. I don't want to be in the lead. So.
All right. That brings us back to Cal.
Azrael senses that we have left Cal behind.
Well, Cal, your passive perception. Cal, your passive perception can easily pick up Azrael and Nam, and they seem to be going away from where you are. So.
The other direction. What am I seeing down here? Are these like straight up walls? Can I go over these walls?
No, this is a cave. You're underground.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
You can only, there's nothing you can go. These actually go up to a ceiling, then the ceiling's only about 15 feet high.
Okay.
So you can't be more than probably more than 10 feet off the ground, or you'll be smacking into the ceiling. And so these are actually these are cavern walls, and there's indigenous plant life down here within these cavern walls that seems to have been, and some of it seems to be growing over these tiles. So the walls were hacked out, and then they laid stone on the floor, but they didn't actually stone the walls here. Or there's more straight brick structure, but the kind of curvy and erratic structure is just more like natural cavern wall.
Why do I feel like Cal's in a totally different building?
Because he is. He's right in front of me, Drell. Let's go. Come on.
I'm still upstairs. Let's see, dude. Can we teach the old dog new tricks? Or does he just keep doing what he does?
All right. What are we doing, Cal? Come on.
I'm going to, realizing that they're not following me, I'm going to double back.
Everyone's lost but me. Follow me.
There's everyone. I come back and I say there's a passageway down this
I know
way.
exactly where I am.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and remove your shifting thing. You're no longer shifted. All right.
Shifty bastard anymore?
Aurelius.
All right. I'm going to make my move. Sorry.
And you told the Fee to just keep advancing, right?
I'm going to say, follow me, Fee. I'm going to tell her.
Now you want her to return?
3, 4, 5, 6 to here and say, follow me.
Well, you can see her token, right?
Yeah, I can see her
So
token.
you can make her follow you now.
I can just tell her. I assume she's within 60 feet. I can just talk.
Right. But now I'm just saying you can move her token.
Okay, all right.
If you can see it, you can move it. If not, I'll move it so you can see it.
No, I got it.
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40.
All right. So you guys are done. So that brings us to Drell. Your bird's not down here. Your bird's not down here, is he?
I just summoned him down here.
So you just spent 10 minutes, or he was upstairs?
I don't know. It's an action to summon him down. He can fly
Summon
60 feet. He can fly 60 feet or move
Right.
double moves. So I can just mentally, summon him down to me or have him fly to me.
So does he teleport? When you say summon, I'm confused.
He
Summon
flies-
usually
he's
means
fly-
you
he's
magically
flying to
summon him.
He's flying.
So
100
you're telepathically calling him to fly down.
to come down. That's right.
Okay.
And I assume with 240 feet of movement, he can make it to there and
He should be. Yeah, if he was, I don't know where he was on the map before, but
you can check.
He was flying around
the golden camel.
He was 120.
He's with the monkey.
It's 60-foot regular movement. Double move is 120 feet, and he has dark vision, so he's flying down.
Nam's gonna get jealous.
Say, that's right. Nam's got a squirrel.
So that's fine.
Corpse.
He was flying around the warehouse, so he can make it there. It's fine.
That's right. Yeah,
he should have made it there last round.
He was with me last time.
It just you threw me off when you said summon because that takes 10 minutes to do.
It takes if he dies to resummon takes an hour, but when he's not there, I can use an action to put him into an extra dimensional space and a second action to resummon him.
So was he in an extra dimensional space or was he flying around? Not really.
He was flying around. He was out before.
He was a token when we.
So you called him to come down.
Yeah, I called him to come
down. All right,
down.
now that we've spent. All right, Drell, did you finish moving?
I did.
All right.
I'm trying to gesture to Aurelius, like
I'm pointing to this door, right? Here, pointing to that door right there.
I see nothing.
All right, this is the third round. This is the third round of stealth, too, right, Az?
Oh, hold on.
Your little echoey thing is on visually mute.
No, I point to this door right here. I'm pointing to this door.
Oh, okay.
All right, Nam is done. Go ahead, Az.
All right.
And I think this is the third round of stealth, correct?
It is.
This is.
So on Cal's turn, we'll have to reroll stealth.
Okay.
Assuming you want to be stealth.
I am there. I use my action to dash. That is my turn.
All right. Cal, it is your turn, and we need to reroll stealth if you want to stay stealthful.
Well, this was our third round of stealth, right?
No, we've already gone through 2.
Oh, okay.
You're the beginning of the round, so.
To get back.
Stealth.
I know because I've moved Nam 3 times.
We know exactly where he is now.
All right, so put that in your bubble.
You've been spotted.
Mm-hmm.
You have a branch stuck to one of your winged sandals, and you're dragging it along.
And I yelp.
Dragging along the wall. And you are not noticing it, apparently. All right, are you done, sir?
I'm going to do my full movement if I'm along.
All right, well, let's keep moving here.
All right, there I am. I'm done. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
God.
done.
God, you smell Cal? Go. Geez. Oh, that's
all right, Aurelius. If you everybody's passive perception is picking up on Cal.
I stepped in the stinkweed. Sorry.
It smells like you stepped in a dead ogre. All right. I'm going to move up.
I lick myself clean every night.
And move up to this door and listen to it.
Okay.
I'm going to make my stealth move to do that.
Click on it.
Yep. Move your stealth. Roll a stealth, and then do a perception check.
22.
So mark your stealth in there as 22.
And then perception. 11.
All right. You do not hear anything with an 11.
Okay.
And are you done, sir?
And I'm going to motion is this door? Actually, I can interact with. Well, I listened, so that was my action to do that.
Well, no, listening was we do it as bonus action. So that was your bonus action.
I'm going to check the door. Is it locked?
The door, I have it locked just so you guys don't accidentally open it, but it is not actually locked.
Okay. And so I'm going to point to these two.
I will unlock the door. So if you open it, and things happen.
That's right.
So don't click the door by accident.
I draw my scimitar. I point to these two and point to the door.
Okay.
Go. And then Fee is going to stay right where she is. I would say Fee, follow them in to attack. Do we hear the music still coming, or is that done?
It's a little harder to hear from where you are because of just a lot of stone between you and them, but it's wrapping around the corner from where your bird is.
Okay.
Is that an owl or a hawk?
It's a owl. It's an owl.
Oh, okay. That's what I can see in the dark now.
Yeah. 20-foot dark vision.
Yeah, I can see great in the dark. Yeah. So it can hear the sound coming. It seems to be from where your owl's vision is, if you want to look up here.
Okay.
It's way up here to the south.
Okay.
Is where the bulk of that noise is coming from.
We go in, we cross the bridge, and we go into the next one. Ooh, Drill's just as stealthy as Cal.
All right. Basically, you guys don't
He's
know
even less stealthy
it, but
than I
you
am.
pretty much abandoned stealth.
We just ran into each other.
Yeah, that's right. You actually,
We just
You hit
Larry
me with the
Shirley did.
stick stuck in your
yeah, he
sandal.
tripped over the branch that you have stuck in your
Was
foot.
that you? Oh my God, Jesus!
And now part of it is attached to him. But apparently, neither of
Be
you
quiet.
cares because the oddity of the 3-round rule is you just keep dragging the branch.
We use a bonus action to reroll.
No.
All right, so go up.
Are you done, Drill? Or are you doing?
I haven't done anything.
It feels
make
like you've done a
noise.
lot.
I'm standing here, axe at the ready. If any bad guys show up and I am within range, I am going to swing my heavy axe at them.
Well, I guess.
All right. As the DM and overseer of this world, I think it's hilarious that you think Aurelius is going to open that door. All right. Are you done, Joe?
I'm opening the door next round just to spite the DM.
All right, you're done, sir.
Laugh
Right?
it up, DM.
Yeah,
Look at this.
1, 2, 3,
Which
4, 5.
where? Oh, yeah.
Nam moves up here. We are out of Anish, so I'm going to declare no holding actions.
Okay.
Because we're out of Anish. So, and nobody's held any yet. So, Nam is going to use
I
his
am
dash.
holding one. I'm holding
you
a
are?
big giant axe.
Okay,
But
I'll
that's
let you
fine.
swing it. You can attack anybody that you know currently is around. So, if you want to swing at one of your party members.
I'm thinking.
All right. So
Is
Nam's
this
going to use.
obnoxious owl?
That's way out there, but Nam uses his dash to get around the corner and try to set up with his bow for what's to come. It is now Azrael's turn.
Oh, he's
I'll
missing.
roll the new stealth check, even though it's not going to do much.
You can't, if you can beat a 3, 6. You beat a 6.
6.
Look how good you are.
Woohoo! It's about
All
average
right, for
2.
Azrael is a 6 stealth, which is not awesome. He doesn't need a branch.
For
to make
Azrael,
noise.
it's amazing.
He just brings his own
Way
noise with
better
him.
than me.
So it is now Cal's turn.
Yeah, I'm done.
What are you going to do, Cal?
I'm gonna clunk my way up to the door here. I'm gonna look at Aurelius and go, "You want to do this?"
No, I look at you knowingly and think, if the DM was here, I'll do this myself. Hold on.
I say, "Step back."
If I can start goading the right people into opening doors.
Is
I
this
need to
door
prove-
locked or unlocked?
No.
It's unlocked.
Aurelius already determined it's unlocked. So you can, as a player, you can click on the door when you're ready to open it. If you click on it
Yeah.
before you're ready to open it, shit happens if it happens.
I look
Okay,
at
you want
I
to
look at
step
Cal and
back,
goes,
Aurelius, before I open it?
I get the door. I'm proving a point. Hold on. Okay, wait, it's my turn.
This is
All right,
against
Cal, are you
God.
done then?
I'll open the door.
No!
No, I'll wait till I'm going to wait till he gets out of the way.
No, I'm not getting out.
No, Aurelius wants to open the door. So,
Okay, in that case, I'm going to take one step backwards.
okay.
No, I'll wait right there. I'm good.
All right.
Green
I
of the
am
wood looks
done. I'm gonna hold
strangely
my action.
devil-like.
Aurelius, it's going
I'm
to
going
be
to hold my action attack anything
all
that
this-
comes out of the door.
all this is leading up to a lot of disappointment or anticlimactic thing. Open up the
Here
door.
we go.
Aurelius.
Here we go. I knowingly look at the DM and push the door open.
15 feet away from you is another door.
Okay.
And not much else.
And then I use my stealth to sneak in to there and go
Okay.
to the next door.
All right, you do open the doors. The only problem with pre-rolling these stealth is you kind of can strategize around it, but that's all right. We're going with it. All right. It is now Drell's turn. The door is opened quietly by Aurelius. Who's
I'm gonna say
sneaked in.
feet
There's
follow
light
me.
coming out of there. There's more tile, more of that stone, like carved stone flooring. And the two doors, they open inward. So I assumed did you just open the one of them? There's actually big
I can
double
only
doors.
interact with one object, so I can't do 2 doors in one round.
Well, you could push them both open at the same time.
I open this one.
All right,
Okay.
never mind, drill.
So we're gonna count as if the both big stone doors are open. They don't make much noise for giant stone doors, which is pretty cool. Are you done, Drell?
Yeah, but I open this door.
Click it. Just click it.
Oh, you're gonna open that door? It's locked. I haven't unlocked it. All right, I will unlock it if you're gonna open it to count. So go ahead and open it up. All right, in this room, this is a circular room with a door to the. So you're coming in from the north. There's a door to the east and the west. There are 2 relatively bright torches on the back or the wall opposite you. In the center is like a pool. It maybe it used to be a fountain, but it's just a pool. It's like a stone ring with water in the center of it. Pretty just kind of sitting there. It looks like it might even have some muck in it. It hasn't really been tended to.
In my
and there-
experience, pools of water contain dragons.
And there's along the wall opposite you is a decent amount of foliage. There's no real, except for a little bit on the south, which you can see on the map, but on the south western wall, there is a little bit of foliage too, but it's pretty bright in here. So in order to hide, you'd actually have to jump into the foliage to actually hide. So your stealth rolls won't really matter in here because it's pretty bright, open and wide open. But there's nothing in this room, so that may not matter either. But except for the doors to the south and to the east and west. So if you have any additional movement, feel free to move.
Already moved up here.
I do not, because contrary to popular belief, I am sneaking.
Contrary to popular role.
Contrary to your own belief. All right. Are you done then, Drell?
Yeah.
All right. It is now Azrael's turn.
Drell's actually
also believes
throwing
he
in
is
the
sneaking.
air, but this plant has no trace is gone, so he's throwing sand on
Always the
himself.
quietest.
That's right.
3, 4. I will get to here. I will wait out. Anything else? All right. That's where I'm going to go to right now.
All right. These doors also opened inward towards that circular room, just so you're aware. All right. It is Cal's turn.
What are we all hanging outside this door for?
Well, I thought I could only interact with one thing per movement, so I only did one door. Really good.
Well, you can only interact one for free. If you have an action, you can interact with another object.
Well, I'm going to continue past these guys and go through, I guess.
It just costs you double to move through their square. Just remember that whenever you're moving through somebody's square.
Okay. But,
But besides that,
I got plenty of movement.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to move in. I'm going to move in right over here and take this side. And then I'll use bonus action perception. See what I see.
All right. You see what you see. Like everything I described is the same as what I told you.
Oh, okay.
You can't hide where you are anyway, which is good because your roll sucked. Because it's so bright and there's no shadows to hide in. There's no foliage where you're standing, so you're fine. Aurelius.
I go. We're going out the door. That door, Cal. Check it. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna pop this door to this.
Did you point to the door to the?
I point
Closer
to
to Cal or the one
the door
below?
Cal's looking at.
Okay, that's the door you're saying.
I will go. Well, I'll finish my movement there. I still have plenty of movement. So
Okay, so
and I'll
we're
check
going
the
out
door.
that door. I just want to make sure we don't get attacked from behind. I'm gonna pop
Okay.
the door to the south.
It is now Drell's turn.
Can I pop that door or not?
Oh, you want to pop the door? Sure.
No.
I'm sorry. It is unlocked as well. You can pop it.
Oh,
So what you see there is there is blood all over the floor, which is on the map. It is still the stone tile carries on. Most of this wall is the baked brick. But what is in front of you, these like little hole-looking things, that's actually a prison cell. It's like a steel cage cell with a door in it, with a padlock or a built-in lock on it. And this is like a little semicircle prison with stone benches that act as where the person would sleep in the prison or not sleep so well. And there's a little bit of rubble and feces stuff in there. It smells pretty awful. That blood looks pretty dried.
okay. Well, that's I can't really stump that far. So.
All right. And that brings us to Drell.
Well, blood, eh?
Looks like a prison down.
And an unopened door.
You can see, actually, from where you are, Drell, if you look past Aurelius, you can actually see the double doors he's opened up and the blood on the floor. There's a decent amount of it.
Blood, but I'm also seeing an unopened door by Cal.
There is an unopened door by Cal. Do you want me to? Are you going to be opening
unopened doors intriguing?
For the record,
well, everybody's got to have a hobby.
I've opened as many doors as anybody else in the party right now. For the record,
pretty much because I called you out.
I would like to open this door.
Okay, it is unlocked. You open the door. What you see before you is what you see before you.
Yes.
So you are looking across.
Describe it to me, John. Paint a picture for me.
Yeah, I'm whipping out my watercolors now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
How
7,
the kids are calling it nowadays.
9. So about 45 feet. There's a bridge that's about 30 feet across and then enters into another hallway. It's 10 feet wide. It's made of stone, has stone columns separated by about 10 feet on either side, and the in between is stone too. It's got like these stone arches that kind of form the railing on the bridge. There are a couple pieces. The stone slabs that were used to make the bridge look like they were built on a more wooden structure.
How did all this cabbage grow here without sunlight?
Well, it's subterranean cabbage.
Like cabbages, it's dark
So,
cabbage.
you've obviously never spent any time in the Underdark.
I haven't. I'm not very
and
familiar
it
with
looks
vegetation
like
at all.
looks like just at the end of your vision,
Date palms.
it looks
that's what
like that. It looks like this cavern. It becomes more of a natural wall cavern at the end of your vision, and looks like it turns left. So that is what you see.
I spend the rest of my turn wishing I had gone to look at the blood.
Okay, Nam is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and scoot in here and kind of. Actually, no, he'll go up here in the doorway so he can keep an eye on everybody. So he's living between two squares, which is illegal, but he's doing it anyway. And that brings us to Azrael.
Alrighty. Move my way in. 2, 6. I think also we have to roll stealth again after my round.
Well,
Right at the beginning of the
thank
round.
the moon goddess for that.
Assuming you want to keep stealthing. So are you done, Azrael? Is that the end of
I
your
am
move?
done.
All right.
Stealth.
Before you roll stealth, now that
Roll
you're
initiative?
you're all
Now
in the
we're all
room.
in the
No,
fountain
not
room.
initiative yet. Actually, we can go ahead and roll. Let me clear the board and we'll roll initiative.
Definitely the fountain room.
All right, let me clear it before you guys start rolling initiative.
I should have gone for the blood.
All right.
Always go for the blood.
All right, now you should be able to click on your token and roll initiative. I will roll for. I'm going to put Nam inside this room because you can't sit on that thing. So I will roll for Nam real quick. All right, and then I will go to here. No, not. I don't want to do that. Okay. I'll go to here. Here,
Saw that coming.
and then
I told you, there's always something in the
yeah, well,
pools of
you were
water.
right. Should have gone with your base instincts.
I figure this movie always get the flank though.
So this is a surprise round for everybody except for Cal.
And Drill. And
Oh,
Drill.
do you have that as well, Joe?
Yeah.
I have something similar.
Or don't you have to be raging?
I have.
Oh, no, you can rage.
As
You
long
can
as I,
rage.
as long as I rage.
Right,
I can
right,
go on my
yeah.
regular-
Sorry, I just forgot that. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Which is fine because he's actually not going for you, so that's all good. But well, maybe he will, depending on what you guys do. Let's do this thing. Descending. That's what I want. All right, so this thing erupting out of the water is living water. Basically, it's looks kind of humanoid. It's large. It's got these massive hands, but the water is all bubbling and not bubbling boiling wise, but just swirling around and kind of forming this upper body, while the bottom is kind of all just this water spilling out into the fountain. Comes and it seems to be turning on the folks to the south for some odd reason.
There's nobody to the south though. That's the.
I'm sorry, to the west.
Okay.
West.
Hoist on your own petard,
To
Johnny.
which I
So-
say, hey, what's about the bubbles? Hey, Bubbles, come here. All
So,
right.
Cal, you get to act before it because you are not surprised, being that you have the alert feat, but just being that you are hypersensitive with your animal-like instincts. So you hear the water moving, and suddenly, so you can do whatever you want. This guy could be your
Right.
friend, but he looks aggressive.
Yeah, well, I don't think we have any friends down here, so I will attack him.
13.
A 13 is gonna miss this guy.
Oh, I shall
Just
swing
slaps
again.
off his water. Did you need me to add you to the initiative, Ezreal? You weren't already in it?
No, I just rolled a 5. It's fine.
Oh, you're already at the bottom. That works so fun.
He's just there.
It's just my
He's there.
curse.
He's just
My
way down
curse.
the bottom.
I'll keep
All
it.
right. Are you going to attack again?
I am going to attack
Crit.
again. Oh, crit.
I get that's a cocked die, but it came up a crit. So you crit him for 30 points of damage.
20 points.
Let's see here.
Just 20
20.
points.
30 sounds better though. I like that.
20 of
Yeah,
them.
20 points. It was a 30 to hit. I'm sorry, 20 points of damage. He takes it because you have a magical quarterstaff, so he's going to take all of that damage at 20. You rip a huge chunk of water out of him, but he's not bloodied.
All right,
You're
I'm
going
going
to do
to,
your offhand
use a key
attack.
point.
You're
I'm
going to burn
use
some
my key
key.
point,
All right.
open-handed attack, flurry of blows. Boop. Roll number 1,
Hit for 11.
21.
21 will hit, so he takes another 11 points of
He
damage.
must make a deck save or he is knocked prone. However, you knock water prone.
You spilled some water on the floor.
That's up to John to describe. Can't
That's
wait.
right.
And I will describe it. So you do 11 points of damage. He has to make a deck save.
Yes. 15.
I don't know why it rolled with it. So the way I do my monsters now, it's always going to roll with advantage, but if I don't have advantage, I just take the first number. This is to speed things up, and it's always going to roll the damage ahead of time too. And so if it's disadvantage, I'll take the lower one, and we'll figure out the criticals when we have to because I can figure it out. So that being said, he gets a 10 on his dexterity saves, but guess what? Turns out water's immune to being prone, so he can't be knocked prone.
You tried to spill
No
water.
need to come up with that description.
I didn't have to come up with it. It's right under condition immunities. So your first thought was correct. You cannot
All right,
knock water prone.
And then on my second,
But you did burn a
open-handed
key point to do it. So
hit- Oh, I think I missed him with that.
that will miss again.
I bury my hand into the puddle that he is, surprised that he didn't fall down. Ew. Anyone got a towel?
You are apparently trained in the way of the hand and not the way of water. All right, it is Nam's turn. No, Nam was surprised, so we skipped Nam. It is Drell's turn if he wants to pop a rage.
He does.
All right, mark your rage. I will put it on the calendar here on our niche tracker.
Is this where I need to be, or is this where I need to be for advantage?
Anywhere that has a line going through it because it's a large size. So you can be in here, here, or here. Yeah, either one of those.
So I'll be over here and let you guys have more room.
Yeah, either way. Yeah, that works.
All right.
So I am.
Yeah,
being
that would give you advantage against him with Cal interacting with it. Right.
Yeah, I'm being cagey and not reckless with this attack. And
You only do 25.
What does cagey mean?
Swing back, careful! Don't you dare. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to do that. You can take it if you want. I did not mean to do.
So
great
you
weapon.
were not doing your great weapon.
I did not intend to do it, but I did not click it off. So it's up to you.
So a 19 does hit, but you just don't get we'll have to subtract your great weapon, but I know how to do that. So just hit your
You're a
damage.
gentleman and a god. No, I unclicked it for the damage. So
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and click your damage.
I hope. If it doesn't, then
It would just take 10
subtract
off.
the 10.
No big deal, yeah.
Yeah, I can subtract it out. It's no big deal.
Yeah, subtract it out.
All right, so it's 27 damage you do, correct?
Yeah.
Instead of 37, yeah.
Whap!
So you hit it with a 19 and do 27 points of magical blade damage. Huge chunks of this thing is also already looking diminished, greatly
I
diminished.
want it to be freezing
All right.
with the iciness of the moon.
All right.
I want to shatter it.
He gets a second
It
attack.
did not freeze because you didn't actually do any cold damage.
No,
did you want to take another? Did you want to take a second attack on it?
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
Crit.
How about a crit?
Oh, nice.
All right, so go ahead and
Oh,
roll.
big
Now
boy.
this does not have the divine fury on it.
No divine fury.
But, it's
But you
still-
do get 2 extra D10 damage because of your. Now
and
you got
get another
cold
attack
damage.
too.
Ugh.
It didn't do your extra 2d10.
No, it doesn't. So I got to do that.
That's 21 plus 8. So
I
that
wonder why it didn't do your. Have you been messing with your thing again?
No, I haven't touched it. Last time you did it, it was still not doing it. And we discussed how I would just roll that extra.
Oh, I thought it worked last time we did it. That's interesting.
Not with the 2d10. So that's going to be a 29, I think.
it's 29. Does cold do extra damage to it?
Cold does not do any extra damage to it.
That's very chilly.
However,
However,
it does partially freeze when it takes cold damage, and it reduces its speed.
Oh.
So I'll mark that. I'll give him a little snail thing on it. And so what was his total final damage for that?
29 for that one. And he gets another attack because he crit.
that's a bonus action though, right? You only get one of those.
Right, and you bonus action rage.
And I bonus action rage.
Right. All right.
Correct.
So I've been wanting to crit so I can get that extra attack for
its turn.
I had a chilling effect on it.
Oh, clever.
Terrible.
Thank you.
Terrible.
You brought me along for my personality, apparently.
No.
All right,
Professional hunt for the
we
little
are
fairy.
going to need. He's actually, even though you did that to him, he is actually going to avoid.
Hey, better. Freaking Drell just freaking
Wow.
the proverbial-
Everyone should avoid me.
sending him to his watery depths.
Yeah, he's not. He's actually he is bloodied already, or falling apart. How we'll call it.
He's watery.
Watery, yeah. But he is going to launch. Cal, take attack of opportunity.
What a drip.
With my staff.
You can take it with whatever you want, unarmed or staff.
Just a single. Is it advantage or no advantage?
There would be advantage, yep, at the time. Yeah. Technically, that's not right, but that's right. Technically, to get advantage, you have to be over here, the opposite side of him.
Why it's large. As long as you're going through it, it would make.
No, because it's supposed to be.
So
I thought it was supposed to be the majority.
That's what I asked. Move me wherever you
That's fine.
think I
That's
should
fine.
be.
That's fine. It's fine. Go ahead. Take your attack with advantage.
All right, I got him with the
I'll
29.
double check it. I'll double check it later. They have it right in the
12
game.
bludgeoning.
I think Joe might be right.
I hit him 29 with 12 bludgeoning.
Don't tell Joe he might be right.
There's no
Takes another
might.
12.
First of all, let's take the might out of that statement.
All right. So you slash him for water. All right. He comes flying out of the pool that's there, but I don't see it.
He
But there's
cuts
a
him
pool.
over the head and he collapses.
Interesting. All right. I have to do this just for my own
Don't make me use
sanity.
my temporary hit points. You're really pissing me off. Oh, look at it. There's a fountain now.
I feel better now that that's there. All right. He comes shooting out of the pool, and he jumps into your space. And for Fee and for Aurelius, I'm going to need a strength saving throw.
What? Strength. That's crazy talk. All right. So this is for me. I'm not going to make that one. And this is
That will be a failure.
for Fee.
So hit away.
Fee's
That
actually
will
pretty strong.
also be a failure.
He's gonna be like
So you guys are going to take.
It's going to get flushed into the prison cell.
You are taking 11 bludgeoning damage, both of you,
all right. That doesn't.
and
make my
you
temporary-
are now you are both grappled and restrained, and you're struggling to breathe.
And Fee is bloodied now. She takes 11. That is. And she is bloody. All right. I have faith that by the time my turn comes around, it'll be dead. So that is going to be its surprise.
All right. It is now the bot. Well, that's the surprise turn. So Azrael doesn't get to go because he was surprised. So now it's Calston.
All right. I follow it down.
You will not
Back
get flanked. You will not get flanked.
And
No flanking.
no, you won't
No.
be able to get flanked because I'm restrained.
They're grappled and
restrained.
restrained.
I'm not
inside.
taking
They're actually inside of the water at the moment.
And just so we, just
There's
so
no
we agree-
positioning myself there to flank at all, right?
No, not currently. No.
Yeah, just so I
What
agree.
if I
John,
go up
I'm
on it? No.
not taking a concentration test because I didn't break my temporary hit point.
Did you make a concentration?
Does going above him give me flanking or no?
Not unless you have a friend in the ground opposite you.
Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. So I'll just take my normal swing.
Did you make a concentration check or no?
I didn't because I had it. Well, that's what I'm asking. I didn't break. I have 15 temporary hit points. You did 11 points. So you didn't break my temporary. Should I make a con save?
No, that's fine if it's your temporary.
Okay.
All right,
Not
so I'll
like-
attack with my
Yep, go
staff
ahead.
here.
It's not like you've ever failed those. And
Well, I could.
Attack number 1.
Oh, Greg.
11 is going to miss.
All right, attack number 2.
I don't see it on my screen. What'd you get?
Yeah, it's coming up now.
You rolled a 1 and a 14.
14.
14.
Actually gets it.
Nice.
And you do 10 points of bludgeoning damage with your staff. 10 is still in watery living existence somehow.
All right, and then I'm going to use my my open-handed attack. No key point. Whack.
You're just doing an unarmed strike.
Yeah, just unarmed strike against them.
Okay.
19 for
That
8.
hits for another 8. And that should be your turn, right?
Then I am done.
All right. That brings us to Nam Foodle, who will shoot it twice. He's not engaged with it, so he's just going to fire arrows into it. He's got magic arrows.
Pew pew.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have a problem. He's gonna fire away. Uh, 11 is going to miss. So Nam doesn't even hit the large watery target.
He was nervous.
Missed again, but he did hit. Actually, probably would have hit anyway. So, and he does. The arrow rips through it, pulling water away from it somehow. But it's magical because he's an arcane archer. So it is still with us. There we go. All right. That was Nam Foodle's turn. It is we have got one round less of rage. We've gone through one round of rage, so now it is Drell's turn.
Feel the heat of the desert or the fierce cold of the moon. One of those two things is about to hit you. Hard.
That does hit. And how much damage do you do?
34.
Only
34.
34.
You rip through it. It spills all over the floor, and is gone. Dissipates into the floor. You hear as it goes, you hear a language that nobody understands, but you, Drell, in Primordial, you hear in the Aquan dialect, you hear why.
Why me? Why me?
Uh-oh.
So that's that, and it is
Which I
gone.
respond, because you attacked us, and we win.
Well, you can't really talk to it. It's
Well,
dead.
technically, he didn't attack us. He just appeared.
I was saying at the fee, as we cannot even breathe.
You guys actually, it jumped out aggressively, and then you guys attacked it. But it did come out aggressively, like it was going to attack.
What kind of did that?
So all's fair in love and war when that happens. All right.
Love and water.
All right. So that was Drell's turn. He finished it in one swing. If you have any movement or anything else you want to do, if you want to, just let us come out of rounds. You guys can go back to being silent.
Well, wait a second. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, and then I roar my frustration. Ugh!
Is it a dead end?
No.
Is there a door?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
I yell, doors!
Okay.
I've got water dripping off my axe. I'm eager to, dirty it up a bit. It's too clean.
You all the blood's washed off you and the floor.
Right. And that's not the way I like to, search through things.
All right. So that was Drell's turn. That's Aurelius's turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm going to double move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to have Fee join me. She can move 40. Oop, she got to move through the door and up. I go. I hope this is the way. Can I double move? Can I interact with the door?
Yeah, because you can just enter. Let me unlock it for you.
All right, you gonna throw it open?
Throw it open. All right. So what you see across this way is, first of all, so you see there's giant stone columns which are breaking up your vision that ride up to the ceiling, forming arches that kind of help hold the ceiling. There's still that normal stone path. There's the water that is bisecting this whole, we'll call it a basement. Bisecting this whole basement is in front of you, but across the water to the east is what looks like a mead hall or a kind of like a gallery where like Vikings might hang out. There's tables there. You see all these bear folk sitting around these tables with ales, mugs of what appear to be ale or some sort of thing, or maybe it's honey mead, being bear folk, and they're just laughing and talking. And you can see in the middle, which you can just see the edge of. I'll ping it for you. Is and I'll start throwing up some pictures for you too, and giving you more description. Is a bear dancing, a female bear folk dancing. So these don't look like wares. They look like actual bear folk, which you probably have heard of. Kind of like there's mouse folk. There's also bear folk in the world. They come from up north, usually in the Zormoth area kingdom, so up to the northeast. But so what you're looking at are these, and they're wearing armor and they carry axes and hammers, battle axes and war hammers. And they look like this. They got armor on, pretty heavy armor on, with the two weapons. Some of them are laying on the table. Some have them at the sides, leaning up against their chairs. And they have like tattoos, like war paint on their fur, and braids hanging down from their fur. Some even have feathers tied within the fur. They're man size or medium, but they're pretty stocky and well built. And you didn't move stealthily because you double moved. So you push open these stone doors, and you see them all look, and they all kind of like sort of laughing, and all of a sudden, like one looks over and they're like, "Hey," and taps the other one. And in the middle of the room, I don't think you can see. That's all you can see where you are. Yeah. So you can see at least 6 of these bear folk. Looks like a corner of a 7th. And in the middle is, I'm calling her the bear dancer. Doesn't look like I have a better picture of this, so we'll share this with you.
I can only see
you're probably going to lose you guys pretty soon. My battery's about to croak.
All right.
So she looks like this. She's dressed in a dancing type dress with a frilly gold kind of ruffles on the arms and gold like frilly collar, like almost like a fan.
That's a lot of décolletage for a bear.
Well, she's dancing, and every time her foot hits the ground, it sounds much like someone much larger than she is. And her dance style is very, there's a lot of kicking, dropping down with the arms folded, kind of like what the one school in Harry Potter did when they came in there. And a lot of that type of dancing. And
Slavic dancing.
There's a lot of Slavic's a good word. I didn't want to call it the wrong one because I'm not very good with that. So, but you know better than I do. So it's kind of a Slavic type dancing. She has braids coming off the hair, and there's a lot of shouting, "Hey!" as she does certain dances. And she pops. She doesn't stop her dancing, but she's like looking for it, and she snaps her head to your direction and makes eye contact with you, Aurelius. And then kind of spins on her one foot that's grounded and is now kind of kicking and dancing in your direction. And she kind of just waves you, gives you like this claw paw to come in their direction. And they all raise their mugs up and start and kind of just wave for you to come at them, oddly, and not in a. They don't seem to be all jumping to their feet as she dances away. So you see that. I don't think Jarrell can see it. His vision's no. Nope, he doesn't see that. And so, are you going to do anything else with that? But you double move, so I'm not sure much else.
Double move. So the only thing I can do is what I'm going to do, which is I'm going to go down into a dance myself as I'm dancing, and start dancing.
Oh, it's a dance.
So you're gonna bonus action go into your
Volume 1.
That's right.
So you're gonna bonus action go into your blades dance.
Blades
song.
Blades
okay.
Blade dance.
All right. So you're 1 round behind. what I'm going to do is add another one of these counters.
So if you need to attack somebody, attack me.
And I'm going to move it underneath you, who was already gone, so we won't count it off until after that one. So now we are at Azrael's turn.
I hear a lot of music, and I'm confused.
It's pretty far away from you, but you can. But with the other door open, you can actually. I'm sorry, with the door to your east open in that round room, you can hear the stomping is really heavy. So it sounds like
and I have decent
Goliaths
passive, so
or giants.
I'm just hearing. It's gonna move
All
the
right,
drill
so
and just give him.
Did you double move to there?
I just moved. Yeah, I'm holding. I didn't intend to reroll stealth, but I was in my normal mode. I wasn't gonna do it stealthily because.
Okay, well, it doesn't. So far, it doesn't sound like there's a lot of stealth going on because Drell. When Drell went down the hallway, he screamed at the top of
the door.
Yeah,
So
I also got very angry when I saw another door.
Yeah. I'll just move the drill and be like, "Is dancing?" Question mark. I'm very confused.
Dancing, I'm familiar with.
Well, Aurelius always dances when he fights. That's part of being what he is. So you guys have seen that before.
I don't know. I just hear music right now, so that's all I got. I'm done.
All right. So it is Cal's turn. Or do we lose Cal?
Greg, can you hear us? If you can, turn your mute off.
He's no longer on in anything. So I'm going to give control of Cal to you, Joe.
All right.
Because I have. We knew he was only going to be on for a short time, or he got longer than we thought. Let me go to characters and switch his control over to you. So give me just a quick sec. So you should be able to control him now. So you'll have to open up a page. But let me know if you can't, but it's his turn. He should be down at least 2 key points too.
A lot more than that. I don't see his character here.
You're not seeing his sheet yet?
I don't see his sheet. I got Darrell. No,
Maybe I'm down to 6 key points.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I thought he'd only used 2.
So there he is. Okay, so I'm just gonna. We'll see if I can move him here.
He just answered. He's here.
Oh, you're here. Never mind. You're good.
I called out for you and you didn't answer, so we switched over to Joe.
Yeah, I know. I was on mute. I'm trying to do this on my phone, which isn't going to work. So I am just going to check out and let you guys play.
Yeah, why don't you check out? We'll just run. We only got another hour or so. So
okay.
What's your total move, Greg? Before you go,
45 is my movement. I have 6 key points left, and I have all my hit points. So
here, you should be able to see him now in your journal.
That's one move.
So you should be able to see a sheet now, Joe.
6, 7, 8, 9 behind this pillar. Okay, so he's going to. There it is. So
he's charging out front.
He moves out there. He gets behind the pillar and is okay behind the pillar.
We didn't move. He moved too far to be stealthily, right?
Correct. Yeah, he's a stealth.
All right, so nobody's stealthing at the moment. Nam doesn't really know what's going on. Nam's going to have to do some double moving here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Nam's just going to run up the hallway where it seems like everybody is going. And that brings us to this will be round 2 of Drell. So go ahead, Drell.
Well, let's see.
It's all good. I just follow you because my job's to heal you pretty much.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here in a moment. Wow, I am going to follow me. Oh, there they are anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm running down the hallway. There's there's Cal. There's a bunch of bears. And can I get here, or can I not go diagonally like that?
If you want to take an attack at somebody,
you can't cut a corner like that, movement wise.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to take a swing at me on the way by, you can. I will allow it.
No, that
Oh, it
doesn't.
has to be hot. It has to be hostile.
Oh, does it? Okay, too bad.
Yeah. So what I am going to do is
I
headbutt
can listen
this
to my
wall right here.
Oh, that's cool. So you headbutt the wall, and after we discovered we decided you take 2 points of damage
2.
after your resistance.
I must maintain my rage. That's me.
All right. All right. That is so that's your second round of rage. That brings us to Aurelius.
I believe is that my third round? That's my third round.
Is it your third?
Yeah, because I attacked twice and then I
All right,
just
maybe. Oh yeah, I must have missed a round. All right. There we go. So it's Aurelius's turn.
Again? Oh, they didn't do anything? Okay.
No, they all moved. Everybody moved.
I'm talking about the bears.
No, they were waving you over.
All right, so
Remember?
I'm gonna keep
They
moving.
were waving.
So 5.
They can see. They're still
10.
like. So you see the same thing that I explained to Aurelius. You see this woman dancing. She's still dancing, or this
20.
female bear dancing. You can now see more. So you see.
Now, can I cross this little? I'm going to cross this little board here.
You can cross it. It's difficult to cross it without a check. Otherwise,
I'm
it's
gonna
a
use my
dex check.
acrobatics because I'm dancing. And let's see, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Let me hold on before you get moving here. Hang on.
All right.
Let's see what you can see so I can describe it to you. You might want to change your mind.
Well,
But if
maybe.
you move, you can't change your mind.
Yeah.
The thing is not letting me change to. Why is this? All right, that seems like it will work. All right. So you kind of pretty much see the same thing. You see a couple extra bears. You could see, I think, when you moved over that there's a head table to the south or to the right of your vision, and that seems to have a bigger. He's still medium sized, but a bigger, heftier. No, that's a chest. That's a giant war chest on top of a dais with a big lock on it. But yeah, at that table you're pinging. When you moved on the diagonal, you probably could have seen it a little bit, but if you move forward, you saw there's another a bigger, badder looking white polar bear type bear folk that's sitting there. And he seems to be in charge. And he's kind of like paying attention more to the dancer than to you. So go ahead and move additionally if you'd like.
All right. So I'm going to finish my movement up and I'm going to use my acrobatics to cross over here. So that's 30 to 40 to here. That's my.
All right. So make a check because it's not, if you're not moving difficult terrain, you're making a check.
Oh, yeah. I am. And I am.
And it's a narrow little plank. So it's not
But you know what I have?
super difficult.
I have advantage using acrobatics.
All right.
So
I fell in the water. That'd be
11.
fun. Oh, it was a 12. You do fall in the water. That's fantastic. All right.
All right.
So you get to here and you start to. So you are going to fall. You can make a straight up dex check to see if you grab the board on your way down.
All right, I can do that. So straight up dex
It's
check.
still a 12 just to grab on. It's just more embarrassing if you either way.
Or I just flip up and land in the water. Never mind.
Oh, you just fall in. You slide down the rock. It's 10 feet down, so you're going to take D6 worth of damage, and you hit those rocks, and then slide into the water. Boy, that could have gone better. So you're going to take 4 bludgeoning damage as you are now 10 feet below, and they're like, "Whoa!" You hear one of them stopped because they were kind of waving you on, and you fell down and goes, "Oh, you should watch your step."
All right. Am I right at the bottom there? They're like
The other one did. That is very tricky sometimes. The other one says.
So I'm right at the bottom right there.
So yeah, you're at the bottom of that.
All right. How deep is this water going across?
The water we said it was about 6 feet deep. So it's difficult terrain to pass through the water.
All right. So I'm going to use my second movement to go 5. So it'll be 10, 15, sorry, 10, 20, 30, 40 to the far side and cross over.
All right, to climb back up.
I haven't climbed back up. I'm at the bottom. I'm underneath in the rocks.
All right, and you don't have many movement to climb back up, right?
I don't have enough movement to get up there. It's 40 feet to get across because each square
so
is
that was one round you've completed of dancing. So you're on your second round of dancing.
And that takes care of my temporary hit points too. Like,
All right.
And Fee, I'm gonna say Fee.
Oh yeah, what does Fee do?
I tell Fee fly out and cover between myself and Poncho. So if he's gonna fly over here. All right, that's it. That's all I can do.
All right.
He can't. I can't see anybody. So I can't tell Fee to charm somebody.
Azrael.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so that's the table and the pillars and stuff. Okay. I will dash 6 and get to about here. Oh, that's where you're from. So I just got to there. I dashed my movement. So I see the female bear dancing, female bear dancing. There we go, and all the other ones beckoning on Aurelius, right?
Probably can't see.
Oh yeah, you can see what you can see. So yeah, there's all the things I described. There's all those different
I want to make sure. I see
around the table. They're still seated at the moment, drinking. Yeah. They're seeing the more of you pour in, but they're still kind of waving you guys on. The only additional picture, I don't know if you can all see him yet, but there is one at the head table there. And just to throw that up and get that description over with. Yeah, I'll just put it out there.
Alrighty.
Here's it. So this is apparently we're calling him the chieftain because he looks like he's in charge. So he's this big white polar bear looking dude with a battle axe, warhammer on his back. Got some heavy armor too. Scarred and beaten up. Got an eye patch on. The left eye.
I don't know. I like the look of these guys.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, they haven't attacked, so we haven't attacked either. So
that's what I was just gonna say. Bonus action perception check just to see. I don't know if I can just look over to give the bear folk a size up to see if they look charmed at all or anything like that. Just because the music and the whole environment seems a little strange, and I was expecting a fight.
All right.
Is that cool if I do that like as bonus action?
So yeah, well, I'm sorry. You wanted to look to see what?
It would be insight or perception, just to see if they look kind of charmed.
All right. Do an insight check.
All right, they're the same for me. So, they look happy.
Yeah, they don't look like they don't look charmed. They look like they're kind of jovial, in a jovial mood. They don't there's nothing particularly deceptive looking about them with that roll. They look fairly friendly. If it was a normal tavern setting, you might feel like just people you want to hang out with.
All right. That's all I need to know.
That brings us to the top of the round. Things get interesting at this point. So we're not actually in a niche. I'm just using this to keep track of all your guys' things. So nothing is going to necessarily happen before anything else. So just remember, we're not in a niche. So this my phone. All right, so I don't know if you can even see this. Can't see it right away. Aurelius, what can you see? Aurelius is down, so technically you're going to have trouble seeing this anyway, and there's a column in the way, so that helps out. All right. So you hear a door off to the south, off to the southwest open up, and you see Aurelius and Azrael and Cal. Cal's not actually. Are you here, Cal? Listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, you see this. So you can't really see it, but in the same hallway that you're in, this giant werebear comes walking out. He comes walking out of the stone door, and he says, "Greetings." He says, "I imagine you have come to see me." And he looks like this.
Terrell, he came to see you. He was back down the hall.
He looks like this. He says, I am Yernev. And so I show you this picture of Yernev. He looks like this big-ass bear with this big battle axe looking scythe thing. His claws are covered in armor gauntlets that go up his arms. He's got armored shoulder pads on. He's just a big, massive bear, and he's large.
You definitely want the other guy.
And he walks out and he says, "I find it comforting that you have not just attacked my bear folk friend, I would like to leave them out of this. I have spent many resources and much time prying them away from the Rashaka for their freedom. I can promise they will stay out of this. And they start to stand. You see them all stand like almost respectfully as he comes out, and he holds up a massive paw and he says, "No, I would prefer. I have not spent all this time cultivating your safety place for you to die now." And when he says that, the chieftain steps forward, so we'll move him out there. He comes walking up to across from where the bridge is. He walks through, and he says, "But we are yours to command, Orionev. We are ready to fight." And they all start slobbering a little bit. So that's basically, if you guys want to talk, we're not in round. So if anybody's trigger finger goes off, we just roll initiative and see what happens. So
we do not have to kill you, Urinev. However, with the maelstrom must cease to exist, for we are displacing it, and are the Sultan who you work for. Stand down, take your bear folk and leave, and you with your life.
Cal, but you can also feel free if you're like Namfoodle's going to move up some. If you're in the back, like Drell, if you want to step out, feel free to. If you want to talk or converse, I mean, you don't have to stay back there because it's. But if you go into an attack mode, we roll initiative. That's all. If you get aggressive, Nam's going to slide over into this opening too.
Can I use this?
He's got his bow lowered.
Can I use this to move up to climb up?
Yeah, you can climb up while you talk.
Right.
If you take your time, you can do it pretty easily. So
I'm gonna take my time. I'm standing in front of this.
So you
guy
can climb.
right
all right. So you're up in that guy. You're not chest bowed out. You're kind of conversing, and he's kind of swaying back. In the meantime, so the dancing.
I know my sword out. I'm still doing my blade song dancing.
He does have an axe in his hand, but it's lowered and down by its side, and he's kind of just got it low, almost behind his leg. And he's just kind of like looking over it. He's kind of looking past you at Yernev. And the woman is kind of, she's still dancing, but she's not banging her feet anymore. She's much more light on her, and she's almost swaying. And she's mumbling something in a language that you don't recognize, but it's almost a ritualistic type thing. She's not spellcasting, but it's kind of like, almost like providing an ambiance for this conversation, and they're all kind of like into it. Cal, so now everybody can see. Everybody give me an insight check as Aurelius, because we'll say you guys came around the corner, as Aurelius mentions the Sultan and what he said.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
I will also use mine. Joe, roll for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have awesome insight.
Just keep track of your inspiration if you used it up.
We get one inspiration every session.
No, not one every session. One every long rest. So if you used it last time, you don't get it.
I don't think I've used one, but I don't recall. I didn't announce it. I know.
Well, you need to. When I tell you guys have completed a long rest, just try to mark it on your sheet, and then when you use it up, you just know until I say you get a long rest.
No, I got it on the sheet. Yeah.
All right.
Or
well, then
you mean actual inspiration, or do you mean the blessings?
This is inspiration.
No, there's two different things. There's blessing dice, and inspiration is a base rule. Blessing dice is a homebrew thing.
Yes.
Blessing dice, there's a separate caveat for it, and those you have to do in a thing that garnishes a blessing.
Yeah.
Where the inspiration is just long rest. You don't get blessing dice for long rest.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So back to this conversation. So Azrael,
I got a nat 20 and
Azrael and Aurelius. When Aurelius says mentions the Sultan, you can tell there is a buried disdain that you guys can read, but it's buried enough that a 12 doesn't read it. That you can tell that you didn't roll for Cal with advantage.
I did Cal with advantage.
Oh, he said to use his inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just regular? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, just regular.
Okay. Then he didn't see it either, I don't think. I don't see his die roll, but
it was 11. The 11.
11. All right. He doesn't see it with an 11 either. So the two of you pick up on that. There is a disdain being held back when you mention the Sultan.
All right. Without the benefit of that hindsight or insight, however, I'm going to take one step towards him, but I'm going to visibly calm down and lose my rage.
Okay.
And then I am going to say that Uranev, I work with the descendants of the Jinn. Ibal the Fist is a friend, and we work against the Rakshasa. I think perhaps our goals may align.
He looks you up and down, and he says, "You are Janasi, then? You are smaller than I thought you would be."
I hear that a lot. Later on, maybe the two of us can arm wrestle.
There will be no later on for Yernev. I will die in this battle. It must happen. Yernev is already dead. But I just want my bad folk to go spared. If this, I can ask.
We can promise
Why are you
they will
dead?
be unharmed as long as they stay out of the battle between us and you then. And I look to the chieftain and go, we can agree on this as warriors.
No one freed from the Rakshasa will die tonight.
The chieftain steps back and he kind of growls and says, "I am not happy with this, Yernev, but we owe you much and we'll obey you." And they all kind of fall back, and she's still humming back there and whispering words that you guys don't understand, but they're all kind of swaying. And he says, "Today, Yernev will fall, but I am sorry, chosen. This will most likely be your grave too."
I pull out my sword. I salute
He
him.
lowers his axe and he bangs on the wall, bang, and you hear movement in the room he was in. And let's roll in it.
All right, there you go.
All right,
you want to clear the initiative?
I'm going to clear it. Yeah, before everybody rolls, I'm going to clear it. The dancing, you are at 3 or 4 rounds of dancing.
Whatever it is, just you can make a decision.
Yeah, we'll say it's 4. So we'll put that. I'll leave that up. Well, now I got to clear everything. I'll put it back up. Remove all turn. Clear list. Clear. Then I will add in dancing. Add. We'll put that at 3. I'll move it back to under you, and then everybody can go ahead and do their thing. I will roll for Nam before I forget. Are you able to get Cal's sheet up?
Yeah, I got it up.
Okay, so go ahead and roll his initial when you get a chance. He already should have his. I think he already has his +5 figured in.
He's got it in there.
Yeah.
Nam does not do well.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't click on Nam.
Oh,
As you are the fastest man around.
I gotta get the heck out of Dodge. I was gonna talk to him, and he's like, "You're gonna die." I'm like, okay, Drell's turn. Not my problem anymore. I'm gonna restrain him, and I'm gonna run.
All right, and then I got to roll for this guy.
He's probably got legendary. He's probably like a freaking dragon.
So he's a badass, by my guess.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, I'll burn the resistances then. Who cares? Full. You wouldn't know this, but I think I plan on firewalling off that door that he plans on having when he's coming from. So it just depends on how it all goes here.
Jesus.
Oh, he's gonna go last anyway.
Oh, perfect.
That's awesome. All right.
I mean, let's face it, he has a death wish.
He does. I guess his heart's not in it. Literally.
Oh, apparently.
So it's about to be out
Not
of it.
Yernev anymore. Oh, he smells the Raven Queen. He smells the Raven Queen. He must die, unfortunately. All about purging heretics in numbers.
If I fall down this thing again, it's gonna be funny.
It'd be funny. Wouldn't be practical.
Well, when I get advantage on Dex acrobatics, but no pluses.
All right. We need a sending order. All right. It is Azrael's turn.
All right. I'm gonna back up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get back here. Leave my way through peoples. And I'm going to be a pest, and I'm gonna throw up a guiding bolt on him really quick. And I'm gonna cast that at 2nd level. So I gotta roll the hit. With guiding bolt. She's gonna be close to that. Guiding bolt. Does he look like he's wearing
Plate mail.
any like plate? Is he wearing plate or is he just wearing
Looks like he's wearing you've seen an item like this before, that's why it's familiar to you. He looks like he's wearing a rock gnome expanding breastplate.
Ooh,
He has a large metal collar and metal reinforced leather girdle. So he does look fairly armored. He's got these metal gauntlets on that wrap around his claws. He's got heavy metal shoulder pads to go along with the breastplate. And he looks like he has a thick hide on top of all that. When he does have hanging out on his chest is a medallion that looks like this. It looks like the symbol of the maelstrom. It looks like this. And it's glowing slightly.
Ooh, it looks cool.
Glowing slightly. I'm guessing a 14 is not going to hit.
A 14 is going to bounce off of his.
I'm going to throw my blessing on that in that case.
Your blessing on that?
The blessing
your blessing die.
I have one blessing die.
Yep,
so I'm gonna
roll that up.
So let's see what that adds to it. It could be terrible. It could be good. It's going to be an 18.
An 18 bounces off still.
Not so well. That's why
I can tell you somebody who's not going to be using his.
You hear a
weapon ability.
You hear, and when you go to shoot with it, you hear a deeper voice, and you see Seraph off to your left, trying to guide you, and he's like, "Well, I can only do so much." And then he disappears.
Thanks, asshole. And I'm gonna...
It sounds just like your dad, doesn't he? All right.
All right.
Are you done, Azrael?
I'm good. I'm done. Kick your ass at basketball, so I go back.
Little trash talk
there. I didn't hear it on the
early trash talk. I got to start it up now.
Okay.
Well,
what are these? Are these barrels? What are these things?
Those are barrels that are probably about 3 or 4 feet. They're huge barrels, just like they look like. Yeah. So you can try to climb them. They might roll. You could try to knock them out of the way. It looks like, or you could try to squeeze. Well, you wouldn't have to squeeze around them. You can move around them.
Yeah, no, I could just move around them. But I go, roar! I'm charging. I'm raging.
Okay.
I'm recklessly attacking.
I'm going to add your rage in here.
Actually, I'm not recklessly attacking. I am going to use my inspiration on my first attack.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'm a little nervous. I'll admit it. Okay, so come on.
It's very unlike you.
Yeah, I know. Come on. How about a 25?
25 will hit.
No, that's good. So we've got the rage and the divine, but not the great weapon master. And 18.
18 is going to bounce off of him. Bang!
Well, wait,
no armor.
18 damage.
Oh, 18 damage? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was distracted trying to rearrange the turn order. Sorry.
You didn't scare me like that.
Minus 18 damage.
Yeah.
It is magic weapon. He seems fully affected by it.
Yeah. Here we go. Another attack. Oh, I'm guessing a 14 is going to miss.
14 is going to bounce off him.
And he's going to hit me even without advantage. So that was stupid, but there you go. I'm roaring at him. I'm doing my best bear imitation.
That is round 1 of your rating. So that brings us to to Cal.
So he's 10 feet tall, right?
He is large, yep.
So 5, 10, up 5
15,
feet.
It's only 15-foot ceiling roughly.
Okay, so let me do it this way. Let me do this. Because again, I'm trying to get the flank. I don't know if I can.
You can't cut a corner there. So
All right.
you can't move through
Fly.
corners. You can fly over him, but it's squeezing to get over him. So
Okay. So Cal's gonna move.
you're literally. There's
Actually,
not
no,
a ton of
no,
space
no,
between him and there.
Cal's gonna move. Cal's gonna move to here. Cal's got this figured out. Cal's gonna move to here. Cal's gonna take his 2 strikes at the guy, regular, 2-handed, and it's gonna be regular attack 1, regular attack 2. It's gonna be
First one hits.
AC 22 for 10 points of damage.
Second one misses. First one hits.
Then
for
gonna
10
use
points.
a key
Second one misses
point.
with an 11.
Then going to use a key point, so that is to disengage and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. Let's go to here. He's going to disengage from the net. He's going to go to here. So he's going to disengage to there. So use the key point to disengage so he's not in danger. Got that right there. So he gets 2 attacks and disengages. Is that good, Greg?
Sounds good to me. You can
All right.
dodge too, right? But
I didn't have to dodge. Nobody can.
Well, you actually use disengage, so you're flying above the water, which is kind of clever because he can't unless he can fly.
Oh, you got it. I got you.
He's
All
gonna
right.
move, he's got to move away from Drell to get there.
It is now somebody else.
So that way you can't be hit.
So out of the bottom door that you guys
Yeah.
can open,
I was nervous about that.
this giant were boar comes charging out. He's got this huge maul in his hands. He looks a lot like this. We're calling him were boar bodyguard. He looks like this. He's got like ridged horns on his thing, double ridged horns sticking out of his mouth. He almost looks like more like a warthog bodyguard, and he's wearing armor too, dressed in like leathers and furs, hides, and got some forearm guards, shin guards. It looks like he might have been gladiator at one point. All of it's built to his large size. And he comes running around at the only poor unfortunate soul he can reach, which is Nam Poodle. And he comes swinging out with this maul.
Oh,
Nam,
Burst attack. Actually, no. I'm going to save.
Nam has a 19 AC, so he's going to drop his hybrid maul on him for 1 attack, for his first attack. So you're going to see a lot of dice. Don't pay any attention to the dice. All right, he's going to miss with a 12. He swings again with them all. Just try to speed things up, so just ignore the dice. He's going to hit, this is the first swing, and he's going to do 20 damage. He slams into Nam's shoulder. Nam drops down to one knee
Gnome paste.
and lets out a small yipe. And then as he does it, he swings both times, and he comes up with the momentum of his movement with his tusks, trying to bury them into Nam.
He's gonna
He goes for the
gore
tusk
our
gore?
gnome.
As he goes for the gore,
no.
I use
Luckily,
my,
he misses Nam badly.
I was going to warn
But he
Blair,
was,
just let you
he
know.
was
but
trying to gore poor Nam.
I-
And misses with his tusks. All right. Shortly after him comes his buddy here.
Jesus.
This guy's got it.
Don't worry, little brother. There are more. Where the heck did he come from?
Was 6. Yeah, he can't make it through in this round. So he is going to have to stop there. I unfortunately don't think he has any ranged weapons at the moment. So he's going to, it's tough being large in these air quarters. So this other werebear bodyguard comes around. And he looks like this. He's wearing very little armor. It looks like he's all natural armor based. Seems like he likes he looks like this. He's all tatted up, or his fur's all painted, I should say, not tatted.
Ooh,
And he's this massive guy with all these steel-like tats on him. He's got this giant great axe / hammer looking thing that he's just running along the floor with, and he's roaring out. And that is his turn. So that brings us to Aurelius. Your turn, Aurelius.
All right, I got to go first. So I gotta see if I can take some attacks off of Drell, though it might kill me. Actually, we can just cast from here. We'll see what we're gonna do. So first, I'm going to drop my staff. Oops, that's the wrong guy. Sorry, got the gal out. I'm gonna drop my staff, and I'm gonna cast a. Actually, let's see if he can do it first. So we're going to come in here. We're going to go try across the bridge again. Here we go. So here's my. I can split my attacks up. I'm going to do first make an attack on this guy with a
On Uranev?
On Uranev, and I'm going to just try and hit him with a. This is going to be a Toll the Dead. So see if he can make a DC 16 Wisdom or take 23 damage.
It's just the first die, which is not as good. I thought it was going to be a 19, but it rolled back over, so he fails.
So 23 necrotic damage. I assume he takes all of it.
Yep.
I'm going to attempt to cross the bridge, and that is going to be a acrobatics. I'm still dancing with advantage. So see if I can make that. That makes it no problem. You said a 14, exactly what I need, right?
It was a 12, actually. But yeah, you make it cross.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to here. Puts me in the middle of things. And then I guess this is based between myself and him. And then I'm going to have my second attack. I'm just going to throw a dagger curiously at Uranev and see if it does any damage. So there's going to be just a thrown dagger at Uranev. AC 23 for 6 piercing damage. And does it do?
Is it a straight dagger? It does not do full damage.
All right, that's what I need to know. So Fee is not going to be around much. Let's use her as diversion. 1, 2.
Actually, it doesn't do any damage.
Doesn't do any damage.
No.
That's what I was afraid of. So Fee's not going to be useful, so I got to dump her then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Teleport to here. And Fee's going to take her 2 attacks for what they're worth with advantage.
Oh, thank you, Fee.
Yeah, well, she's going to be an attack that you don't take and then get wiped out, or an attack that or advantage for you. So he's going to make a choice. So Fee's going.
Well, she'll at least be advantaged twice.
Yeah, that's
before
right. Once she goes down, I'm going to stick myself in there to give you advantage. And he can try and swing at me or you, but she's going to do whatever damage she can do to him.
Yeah.
So he gets her 2 attacks with that. Yes. There is 1 and 2. So it's going to be AC 27 and AC 23.
Those are both hit.
And I assume only the force damage does damage?
Yeah, only the force damage affects us 5.
Points, it's 4 and 1, so 5 points of damage on the force. So
all right.
I'll be in there next to help you out. And that's it. That's when she goes, that's the end of my move. And my owl is gonna move here because he's gonna come help us out next time. Actually, you know what my owl's gonna do? My owl's gonna do a flyby attack on this guy and come out. So the first person that attacks this war boar gets advantage on that attack.
Okay.
And
it's Nam Foodle's turn. Unfortunately, his Misty Step is gone.
Yes.
So he is going to disengage.
You're gonna leave me out here, right? I can't leave Drell's backside open either. It's not good.
Gonna go here. Then he's going to see from there. Because he'll get killed if he stays up there.
I forgot he hadn't gone yet. Ouch.
Right.
Never mind.
He's gonna open a can of whoop ass on us.
He will action surge. He's going to action surge, and so let's get rid of that. And so he can actually fire this round, and he will shoot. This is going to work on. You're never the boar. He's going to work on your neck.
The question do I do consistent damage every round, or do I try and take him out in one round? Is the question.
I've got the hallway.
That will miss. That would have missed both. That misses. Uranev bounces off of his armor. He fires another arrow. It's
my element.
But is what it is.
You'll see.
And he's going to miss again. Both arrows off of Yernev. That brings it to Yernev's turn.
Yernev, make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or burn a charge. Hopefully.
Man, he doesn't seem to have any of that cool stuff. But
well, regardless, just make it.
He's going to fail.
All right, he's restrained.
So he's attacking with that sucks.
Love this mask. One more
He
charge.
laughs at his plus 10.
How many charges do you have left on that?
One. I have one left.
All right.
I've been racking them out, man. I've been smart.
All right. He is going to swing out 3 times. So we take the worst of these swings because they're already set up to roll 2 dice. He is swinging at Drell.
Okay, so
because he doesn't think much of your pixie, unfortunately, even though he probably should be swinging at it. So 1, 2, 3, and I think he's no, the first one he's going to hit with. It looks like. So the crit doesn't matter. It looks like he just hits with the first one with the disadvantage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's going to do 18 slashing damage to you.
Yeah. That hurts. It hurt, and I know it hurts him more than it hurts me because he's the reluctant warrior. Blah blah blah.
Well, he's not that reluctant.
Yeah.
So he is done, and that brings us to Azrael's turn.
Alrighty then.
He slashes out at you with his axe. He gets to make another wisdom save. Hang on.
He does. He gets to fail another one, actually.
It's the first roll. So, and he 16. He makes it.
Okay, he makes that one. So that goes away. Well, I have one more charge. On the other hand,
he shakes that off. It is Azrael's turn. What do you got, Azrael?
Yeah, we're going to drop a firewall.
Clever.
We're going to drop it right here.
All right, let me get your firewall.
I can make it up to 60 feet. So I'm going to make it up to this distance. So that no matter what, we'll be standing in the firewall if they want to do that. Whole game. Okay. The fire will be going this way towards them, 10 feet off the wall. So it'll be on top of the wereboard.
So it's not blocking their path.
Well, it's going. Yeah, it's not.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It is going across.
The wall is going horizontal.
Well, 10 feet will only get the first one going towards them. But
that's fine. Right. The thing is, just now it's something that's
that's still that is awesome.
And if they as long as they're standing in it because they're huge or no, they're large,
right?
It'll be a problem.
No, it's all kinds of bad.
I know. I'll roll the damage for it right now as well, just because the first guy is going to have to make, I think, a DC 15 dex save. It'll pop up when I roll the spell. Or they set it up. And any ones are okay. All those ones become 2s at least, so that's not terrible.
So plus
it's
3,
still pretty terrible.
Yeah,
that
comes minimum damage.
Yep. So it's 13 because I get an additional plus 3.
So your minimum damage is 10. 13 is not exceptional.
Yeah. No, it's.
So how far do you want it to go across?
So it's gonna go across from here to here is what I'm having to do because we can go up to 60 feet.
So like that?
Yeah, that works perfectly.
All right.
And the fire is going to be the heat's going not towards us. It's going
all right. So did the wereboard get any saves, or does he automatically?
He has to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm pretty sure. I'll look at the spell description and stuff. Yep. When the wall appears, each creature in its area must make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
He's going to fail that. So how much damage did he take?
It's just 13 fire damage. Because I have elemental adept. So all my 1s become 2s. And I rolled a lot of 1s.
What happens if he goes through it?
He will take the fire damage. A creature that takes damage when it enters the firewall creature takes the same damage when it enters the firewall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn in there.
That is a bad position. All right, so it's Drell's turn.
All righty, here we go.
Advantage because of fee.
Yep. I've somehow lost my cursor. Oh, there it is. I'm not reluctant either.
You guys got a really good setup going, so it's
not great weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna take for fee. He's not gonna go for fee. Let him take it.
25.
That'll hit.
22.
22.
Not bloodied yet. He's getting there.
You will be. You.
You will be.
I would as soon as destroy a stained glass window as an artist such as yourself, but you leave me no choice. 22.
22 hits.
Oh, good. You paused and it made me nervous. Ugh.
22 again.
22 again.
All right, he is bloodied already.
Oh, this is going fast.
Too fast.
This is going fast. All right. Are you done, sir?
Yes, I am done.
Cal's turn.
Oh, Cal, that's me.
That's you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 down to here. So he gets advantage. He's going to take advantage with two-handed attack. Smacky smack twice. Once. Twice. And that's going to hit.
You hit twice, Greg.
That's going to be.
He's gone. Wait, he's back.
Was it 29 points of damage?
What?
29 points of damage on with a staff. Uses a key point to disengage to here.
You want to keep me in there to dodge?
You want to dodge instead?
Another potential target or no?
It's up to you. You want to take it?
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. Yeah, I mean, it's better than me than you, right?
Not me, it's Drell, but yeah, that's fine. All right,
Yeah.
you stay in there and take it.
Your courage does you credit, my brother.
I'm going to stay in there and actually.
We lost you.
All right, so Drell uses a key point in dodging, so he's dodging then instead of disengaging.
All right.
I wish I had key points.
Well, let's see.
Al uses a key point.
All right. It is.
Names that sound similar are tough for Joe.
No, that was Cal's
Names in
turn.
general
So
are tough for
it
Joe.
is the boar's turn. All right. So he has to do what he has to do. So what happens with the fire
If
again?
he passes through it, I think he has to make the save again, and he takes the damage. One second. I have it.
He starts his turn in it, or he passes through.
If when he takes the same damage when it enters the wall. So I think it's just as the creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time. I don't know if it's to make the save again or not.
Right. I think he just automatically takes it.
I think he just takes the 5d8 fire damage at that point. There's no save. Yeah.
Right.
When he enters the wall. When he enters the wall.
Yeah,
for the
yeah, when he
first time
ends his
on
turn there, or he
ends
enters
his
the
turn
first time.
there.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
this is going to get
cool.
ugly quick for these guys, but they don't have much of a choice. So
Roasted and
the
bored
best,
tonight.
the best thing to do would be kill the caster. So he's going to try to pound as well.
So he's gonna
So
take
go
the
ahead and roll the
fire-
damage on him.
All right.
You wait. He's got when you say
Uh,
kill the caster, you got two of us here. Choose your poison.
Well, he's going to try to kill Azrael because he saw him casted. So
All right.
He's gonna take.
he takes 18 fire damage, right?
He takes
Sure would be
20
great
because-
if you stopped rolling ones.
Yeah. Those
Why
ones come
is it-
too. So he takes 20.
Oh, because of your depth thing?
My elemental death.
Oh, reroll ones. Gotcha.
Well, the
All right,
ones that come
minus
too.
20.
It's just that.
All right, he is not yet bloodied. Now he is going to. How far does he have to move for that? He was there, so he doesn't move far enough for that. But he is going to attack you. So he's going to swing out at you with no disadvantage or anything. Your current AC is like a 22 or something.
22.
22, so he's still gonna have a hard time. But here he goes.
Rolling's rolling, man. It happens.
So he's going to miss with the first, both with 19s miss, and then he's going
For the
to
gore-
attempt to.
For the gore, I'm gonna use my reaction to warding flame and give
He's
him
not-
disadvantage.
He's not goring you.
He's not gore. Okay, then I won't do that. I'm just only doing it for the gore.
He's swinging his because he didn't move far
Okay.
enough, so he's just swinging his maul again.
Okay. That's exactly what my plan is. That's fine. I'll take it straight up. Oh, hit.
That time he got you with the 26, so you take 15
And-
bludgeoning damage.
15 bludgeoning.
So that
All right.
is a DC 10 only though, because he couldn't do.
15 is now 53.
Make things more fun if you just failed this.
Do you have a weapon out, Azrael?
I do not. I usually, because I'm casting, I don't think I can really
Yeah, you got a shield in one hand. Yeah, I got it.
shield one hand, like I've got other hands doing the
I
whatever.
don't get
Not
advantage
strange
from it.
crap.
That was the-
So
Alright.
it's a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, I was chatting it up.
Yep.
All right, submit. Come on. This is huge for my thing. Oh, I'm good.
You make it. No problemo.
Well, you're only +3. It's terrible.
I'm only +3. Well, my con's a +3, which is good, but I don't have any. Oh, shut up. I just realized. You schmug wizard.
Taunting from the arcane side. Sorry, Divine.
I can't even say. I can't
Hey,
even say get a better AC.
no
So
taunts matter if they come. No taunts matter if they come from Tasha's.
Yeah, this guy's got insane.
Actually,
That's all good. You're just tough.
resilient con comes from the PH, so take that.
Yeah.
But not plus your other thing you get.
The blade singer. Well, resilient con alone gives me a +2, 3, +5, which doesn't suck.
All right. It is Aurelius's turn.
Okay, so first I have to go first. So bird, my owl sweeps in, comes in, gives me advantage on my first attack versus the guy, and so we are going to take a advantage on a booming blade on the first attack. Second attack will not have advantage. I'm debating, should I cast spell instead? Yeah, we're going to do booming blade on him in case he moves. And so first attack is going to be AC 24. That hits?
That hits.
All right.
Oh, you're attacking the boar. I was trying to figure out which
the boar.
Oh,
he'll take 8 slash.
Also,
yeah.
He ended his turn in the fire too.
I was going to take it again. Yeah.
So you have to take it again. Yeah, sadly for him.
I can roll better, be awesome. I was just looking at to make sure that I wasn't like cheesing.
No, he definitely takes it.
He takes another 19. I can now roll for this wall of fire.
He's not feeling good about himself.
I'm still doing
he is bloody.
Okay.
No, wait. Let me check the other guy. He's bloody. Oh no, he's not bloody.
Okay.
All right. So Aurelius, you hit him.
Oh, I hit him for 8 slash.
I already took the first one off.
6 thunder. He's in booming energy. It also does a 15 hit.
15 does hit that guy. Yeah, that guy's not armed.
Okay, so he's going to take regular damage. So he's going to take just 7 more magical slashing. And I tell Nam, back up. You're no good to me dead.
Mm-hmm.
Stand behind me.
Are you done?
No. Fee is going to... Ready? Here we go. Fee.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's do it. I might as well do my force damage, whatever it's worth. 1 and advantage 2. Fee's going to hit twice and get him for 10 force damage.
Look at all that damage you're just leaving on the table.
Oh, look at it. You can't put a magic weapon in a summoned creature's hands. It just goes right back to the flower when I'm done. All right, and 10 damage is better than nothing. All
That's
right.
true.
Now I'm done. And Fee taunts him like, you'll never hit me.
I can't see if he goes there. Fortunately, I could take an attack.
Well, you know what? I can make a wisdom save DC 16. See if he's charmed by Fee.
Let me see.
On Yuri.
On Yuri. All right, wisdom.
She'll teleport over there.
12.
So he fails it. So Fee charms him. He can't attack Fee. So
all right. Sam's in a shitty spot.
So the only person to put him there was the DM. Oh wait.
Well, there's nowhere else he could be, unfortunately, for where he was.
Oh, what make that acrobatic.
Did he just jump in the water?
Yeah.
No. I'm just seeing visually what he can do. But he can't really do it. So he's just gonna. I guess he's gonna stay where he is and take disadvantage from.
He can disengage and move here, and then.
Right, but then he can't see anything there.
Well,
I guess he can see the boar.
Yeah, it's disadvantage.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll shoot the boar. The boar's about that. So he'll jump over there, shoot the boar with no disadvantage. And he fires twice.
He gets +2 to his AC. The boar.
Not from there. He can see a ton of them.
All right.
Yeah, he can. I mean, he can see almost all of them. That'll hit. I'm gonna do 10 piercing to the boar.
We're gonna need another boar.
Isn't there another bodyguard right behind the
tasty
boar?
dinner today.
Right now, the other bodyguard's taking damage too.
There's like a whole line back there.
That's right. The conga line's going through the wall of fire.
I'm gonna eat well tonight.
Yeah.
Just
I
10.
go, is a pity we have to kill your friends, Urinov. Call them off.
Bear hasn't
You will
come through
die,
yet, but
die,
I
of
don't know where he's at.
die
The
a
wall of
warrior's
fire,
death.
boy.
My life, as I have told you, my life is already forfeit.
Must your bodyguard
Shouts
die.
over to you
If
there.
servants don't need to die.
Well, what's that boat? Lo, do I see the line of my people? Ah! All right.
So no life is
I
forfeit.
think this guy is bloody now.
Well, I was gonna try to tell him, but he was already there.
So he is now bloody. The boars. All right, so that is now Yernev's turn. He can't attack Fee, right?
Can't attack Fee because he's charmed by her or me.
Well, he's gonna try.
Who's he attacking?
Well, he's going after Drell.
Oh, that's a hit.
So that's actually a hit, but
Yeah.
he actually isn't doing damage. He grapples Drell and he launches himself off of this thing with Drell in his hand.
Oh,
And so you get attack of opportunity, Cal and Fee, if you want to take one.
Fee will take it.
And make me a dex save, Drell, to see if you can half this damage he's about to do.
Dex save.
Yeah.
A dex save. Is that the one that I'm always an advantage? I think it might be.
Yeah, if you can see it coming.
Yeah.
If you're raging, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll take-
No, actually, I don't have to rage for this one.
Oh, right. Danger sense or whatever it is.
So 23.
23 is going to make it. So you're going to take half of this damage, which is not going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, he'll take
But he's more trying to get out of there.
3 force from Fee and 10 bludgeoning.
3 force from D and 10 bludgeoning from a
Yeah.
force of 13.
Soup.
And he lands on you, and you end up. This is not horrible damage, but you end up taking a quarter of this. So really, only like 1 point of damage.
That was effective.
And he takes none from the crash, but he lands on top of you. So you are still grappled at the moment, which grappling really isn't that big a deal. And that was his first attack. So now he's going to try to pound you in the face with his 2 claw strikes.
what happened with our
Right.
attack of opportunity?
You hit him for
You
10.
hit for 10.
You hit for 10 and
Okay.
Fee hit for 3.
So he is going to claw at you. Now he's just straight up to. He's going to hit you with a 20 for 10 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he bites you,
Uh-oh.
or tries to bite you. And that is going to be a 12. So that is going to miss as he tries to bite into you. Because his axe is kind of pinned at the moment. So that was his turn. And it is now Azrael's turn.
Okay, Azrael, take a while. I've got to read up on grapple.
Oh, alright.
Grappling, basically,
Ready?
yeah, it's in my rule thing if you just want to
I
look it up.
know. I was looking at the rule thing that John very
Yeah, he's got
kindly
it.
put
He's,
together.
he's just taking his time. You don't need to explain
Right.
it. Just let him read it, man.
All right, read
I'm
up.
trying to do the way you want me to do it, man.
I
All right,
respect
Az, what do you
I
got?
respect it. So he's still on the wall of fire. Can't really see anybody else. I don't really have a great way of hurting him. I'm just gonna make him make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw to see if he takes the sacred flame or not.
On the werebore?
On the werebore, yeah. Just gotta get this guy out of my way because I can't advance. I'm also kind of pinned as well.
He's going to fail.
All right, he's gonna take this damage then. Roll it right now. He's
The
gonna take
moon
17
Flame
radiant
rips
damage.
down out of the sky, hitting him for 17.
17.
He's not looking good. He's thinking that this is a bad choice to charge into a firewall.
Yeah. And
Drell. Oh wait, are you done?
I'm done. I was just making sure I didn't do anything.
Drell.
else.
Yeah, I never found the thing, so
It's under
somebody else find
conditions.
it. Yeah, I couldn't find it. So just tell
Under
me.
C for
Pretend I'm
conditions.
5 years old.
I'm going to tell you, and then it's
Ready?
under G for grapple.
Ready, grapple, ready?
Yeah.
So a grappled creature's speed becomes 0 and can't benefit from bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if the effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grapple effect.
So it really only makes it so you can't move.
You just
So
can't
so I can attack as normal.
Yeah, there's a separate thing called restraint. So you can attack him normally. You can move somebody you grapple, and that's basically what he did.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I am now recklessly attacking because I'm pissed. I'm not just raging. I'm pissed. So,
But you're still not great weaponing, I'm assuming.
no, I'm not great weaponing. I'm not doing much of anything with that.
You're having trouble getting your axe around as you're both fumbling through the water.
Pinned between us. I'm not really liking that.
See if you can free the axe up for the second swing.
Yeah, and do I?
Nope.
Oh, you do because of the
Literally a 1 in a
round.
20. A 1 in a 20. That's not bad.
Oh wow.
So now let me. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'm doing
You definitely get your divine thing. It's on your first
How'd you
hit.
know
It's on your
that?
first
It's
hit.
the first hit. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the crit.
Unfortunately, there.
What?
you die.
Did it
No,
give
I
me
didn't.
6, 7, 8? Ugh.
Oh, that must be some terrible rolling.
That was atrocious rolling, but plus 2d10.
16 for the first.
Did it actually give you a crit now?
Yes, it did. It was awful. Like that. Really awful.
Wow.
On a crit.
Wow, that's
30 on a
insane.
good day.
But that's okay because it comes with an extra attack.
That's true.
Ugh, jeez. Come on. Come on.
That'll hit.
26.
You know you're gonna do more
Not
than 19.
Divine Fury. Come on.
Another 19.
Ugh, 19. I'll take it.
All right, Drell, you have trouble getting your axe free at first, and he's trying to pull himself off you to draw himself up, and you slash him across one calf, and which is why he didn't do crazy damage.
Yeah.
And he kind of buckles again as he's trying to get up, and then you slash him across the other calf, and he's like leaning on his axe, and he's still alive, and he holds up his hand and he says, "I yield. I must tell you something before finishing blow." And he holds up his hand that way.
And your
So
second
it's up
blow
to
comes
you.
down and kills him.
He comes down, lands on his head, and he burns to death.
No, well, that's after all those are after all your swings, so you can do what you want after that. But and you guys can hear that he says, "I must tell you something."
Oh, good, because Cal is about to cack him.
So I yell, "Hold!"
I'm sorry, Jay. Evil is here or evil is near? Back.
All right, it's Cal's turn.
I kill him. I'll fly down and get ready to whack him.
5. All right, so
I'll
Cal's
fly
gonna
down to help.
Cal's gonna come
but
down.
I'll hold my action when I hear him say that.
Yeah, it goes, and Cal just flies down to do what Cal does.
I hold my attack.
All right.
And you're no longer dodging. You're having a held action.
Yeah.
Werebear doesn't really know any better. Werebore.
I say, well, Urinev, that's what you get for pissing off the barbarian.
Does he want to attack the caster now? Because now he knows I'm a caster.
Yeah, he's still going after Fireboy. So he's going to make a few attacks. He doesn't have much success anyway, but he's going to go at it. 1, 2.
The third attack, I'm going to make him a disadvantage.
He's going to hit with the first one for 18 bludgeoning damage. Misses with the second one. And he's swinging them all. He's swinging them all with disadvantage.
Because I'm just doing warding flame.
All right, I'll just take the
So-
lower of these. So a 20 misses you.
Good thing I
Clangs
did that.
off your shield. Bang, bang. So you take the 18 bludgeoning damage.
18, I'll take that. I'll mark it off.
He's like, "Wah, wah." So make a Constitution save for your firewall to see if it goes away before he takes the damage.
Yep. This could be big. 'Cause I'm hurting. But all right, Constitution save. 12, make it.
That makes it. So now do his damage. Fire
Alright,
damage.
Let's get a good roll here, just because it's finish it.
5d8 should be
Long
average.
day.
There you go. 20.
Yeah,
20
I'm
damage?
all about average.
Yeah. It
All right,
should
he's still standing.
It's
All
40,
right, he's like
so-
burning up. He's like yelling, ah!
you hit exactly average or below average because the average should be 12 points.
Yeah.
The door opens to the south. This guy comes running out. He swings at Fee.
No, don't kill me, you bastard.
I can't.
That poor little fairy.
It's another third level spell gone just like that. Well, first you got to hit.
He does have to hit. He takes a great axe.
Roll it up straight up. AC 28.
Come on, we're great axe bros.
Doesn't really have,
Yes, yes.
Yeah, woo.
he doesn't really have an AC 28, does he?
No, 16. It makes the DM nervous when you say that, though, doesn't it?
23 hits. It's only 7 slash.
She survives. She lives.
That's with 2d12. He rolled a 7, so don't feel too
Oh,
bad.
wow. He
Yeah,
thought it
yeah.
out.
The
And
seven-
then he takes
I mean,
his
with
third attack.
2d12, I got what, an 8?
Yeah,
so,
you did too. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. If he lived for another day.
21 damage.
Okay. Fee,
She's gone now.
you see a powdered fairy dust goes away and a little streak goes shoot back into my
And he
robe.
just knocks these barrels aside like they're nothing and mans up on you.
Yeah.
And yeah. All right.
You can remove Fee from the table because she's dead.
Kindly remove Fee from the table.
Yeah.
All right. And then that brings us to Aurelius.
Yeah. Now, this is where I don't like to be, between a rock and a hard place. So first of all, we are going to I'm going to Misty Step here. Actually, let's attack first. No, I'm going to cast a spell. So I'm going to Misty Step here, trapping him in. You're not trapped in here with me. I'm the other way. And then I'm going to, and that's going to be, like you pull up Cal sheet. So Misty Step over, and then I'm going to, with movement, pull up my staff, cast an upcast flaming sphere. So let's pull a flaming sphere out, and we're going to boink it into the, let's see where we're going to leave. Hold on, let me pull this out. Flaming sphere. No, I want it here. I'm going to bonk it into the boar.
The bear?
Right there.
Or the boar?
The boar right now. It's like the one that's not, the one
that's almost dead?
The one that's almost dead. So I'm going to bonk
Okay.
it. So it's going to be, and I'm going to upcast it to a level. God, sorry.
That gets a 17 on its dex save.
So we'll take half this damage. And hold on, I gotta mark off the spell. And then it is going to be Flaming Sphere at 4th level. Level 4. He'll take half this damage. So half that damage is 12.
12, so he takes 6.
Yep.
He's teetering.
And then if it ends its turn next to that flaming sphere, it will take even more damage.
He says, he's all on fire. He's like, for true maelstrom. And he
Sure.
he yells that out. And then, so you're down to dancing. And then is it?
If he can't go, and that's
he's
that.
dead. So
Yeah, he's dead.
Nam is going to disengage and move half movement to just move out on here now that he's got a target, but he can't action surge or anything, so that's all he can do. So that brings us to
make a dodge or not, like I did thing.
Disengaged. What?
No, I mean cross that pipe, or that was.
You moved normal movement. It's difficult terrain. You don't have to make a check. Remember, I told you.
All right, thanks.
But you decided to go full speed because you were such a cocky acrobatic.
Yep.
And you fell through
Is that how you ended up falling?
It was exactly how he fell. He's like, I'm going to dance across this like I own it.
I don't believe anybody saw that.
Like I own it.
The bear saw it.
I landed like a cat. No one saw it.
That's right. So it's Urnev's turn. And he's got,
Everybody shut up. I want to hear what Urnev has to say.
Urnev's got his one claw up, and he's he looks up at you, Drell, since you're right there, and he says, we will not stop, unfortunately. They do not work for me anymore. Says, I have only been but the face of Maelstrom for a few years now. The true leader is Rabba Hakan. He is a wolf that had challenged me for leadership in the past, but he was easily put in his place. I should have killed him then. When last he made his challenge, he had changed, said he was favored of the Raven Queen, and bore her mark, which seemed to be true as he was far more powerful. He is also part of Sultan's court now. I have been demoted. I am only the face of Maelstrom, just so not to disturb things, but now I am only worthy of bait in their eyes. The Khan is coming. This was trap, way to dispose of you, chosen, away from public eye. I imagine he is almost already here. And he puts his hands down and lowers, and he says, you may kill me now. I know I am going to a bad place, but maybe I feel a little better if I know that dog Hakan is possibly joining me soon. Do what must be done. And he puts himself down and exposes his neck to you.
Here's your line. Go ahead. I'll sooner destroy a stained glass window than
stained glass window as an artist such as yourself.
Knock him out.
And as you're raising your thing, he goes, flee my bear folk. And so they're all starting to leave. Go ahead.
I push him off into the water. If you want to die on your own time.
So you don't kill him?
I don't.
Okay. So he's still on all fours, just looking like downtrodden. Cal, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm still here for another minute or so. But
you had a held strike. He basically said that this has all been a trap to get you guys away from the public eye, and that Hakan, this werewolf, is coming. That supposedly is the favorite of the Raven Queen. And he exposed his neck. He did manage to get out to yell to his bear folk to leave, and they seem to be headed south through a passage. Well, maybe they're just going to hide because there's really no way. And then he's like kind of he's just got his paws, like this water's dripping off him. He's in his knees in the water. This axe is cast aside. Drell pushed him aside. He wouldn't even finish him off. And as the beginning of the round, you can still finish him off, but just to finish, because it's 9:30, we're going to end here. You hear chosen coming from the north where the gate was. Chosen, I'm coming for you, chosen. And you hear several howls come from that way too, like at least a half a dozen filling the halls. And he's like, this is going to be your tomb. Shit's getting real now. You hear from the hall. And so that's where we'll end it. But you can drop the killing blow if you'd like.
I'm going to say, fight for Sahanin and you'll be redeemed.
Oh. All right, so we'll leave that. We'll save that for the beginning of next one so we can end here. But we got 2 minutes. He kind of, as you hear the claws on the feet, and these guys are still fighting, although one of them's barely alive. So we'll be at the top of the round.
I can't hear him say that, so I will drop the firewall if he does give in. I'm waiting for that, though.
Oh, he said those guys weren't going to quit, unfortunately.
Oh, they were going to quit?
So it doesn't look like those guys are going to quit. Yeah,
they intimated for the Sultan.
He intimated they're not working for him anymore.
Yeah.
So, but he says, He as you say, given to Sahanin, he kind of just looks up. He looks kind of pathetic, even in his large form, still like just covered in his own blood, some of Drell's blood. But his water dripping from his maw and his hair and his ears, and he just looks up and he goes, "I am afraid Sahanin has forsaken me long time ago." And that's where we'll end it.
He's so Russian. Jesus, have a drink of vodka and kill yourself. All right.
Achievement unlocked. You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@the d6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.